Happy Friday! Yeah, 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 yeah! Friday, 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 Friday! It's Friday! Hi! Happy
It's Fat
Friday!
Tail Friday, you fucking losers! Let's fucking go! Happy Friday, Stimberly and the Stim Peasants! It's time to enjoy being mentally unstable together! Yahoo!
Woohoo! Yahoo! It's Fat Tail Friday, you fucking losers! Yahoo! TGIF! Am I right?
Stimper for tail, Stimper for zoom.
Aw, thank you, Rock, for the 13 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there an echo? I don't know why there would be an echo. Oh. Hi. Yes, yesterday we unlocked the Dad Pack voice message. We're at our final normal goal already, which is crazy. It's 4,000 points is our last normal subathon
It's
goal.
Fat Tail Friday, you fucking losers! Let's fucking go! Happy Friday, Stimberly and the Stim Peasants! It's time to enjoy being mentally unstable together! Yahoo!
I'm the echo to myself. The last goal on the subathon is painting girly pop Warhammer minis with Miwa and Arisa. It's gonna be cute maid style pink and bedazzled miniatures. I don't know if I'm gonna do a tank or if I'm gonna do, well, I mean, we'll see if we hit it. I don't know if I would. Oh fuck, I didn't start the timer. God damn it, mother trucker. This timer will be the death of me. No, you don't see me stop the timer every morning before I start stream. I always forget to stop and start it. God damn it. The timer just gets like possessed by like, I don't know, the warp at night because I always have to go to the end of my last stream and change my timer to match what was at the end of last stream every stream. I don't know if it's because I forget to turn it off or if it just like fucks up overnight. I don't know what it is, but I always have to match at the end of last stream to this stream. Warp trickery, yeah. The unstable goals? Wow. Would you like me to tell you what the unstable goals are? I haven't put this up in a bit. Yeah. Where is it? I think I deleted it. You make pickles often? I usually make pickles every summer. Yep. I freaking love pickles. I love pickles. I love pickles. Roger that. Saw nothing earlier. Thank you. So spam stop the timer at the end of stream. That actually might help me. That actually might help me. Yippee! Thank you, Alistair, for the 90 stream streak. Let's go. Yes, I am ready to be mentally unstable together. I did try at the end of last stream, but it didn't work. I don't know why. Maybe I probably typed it wrong. It has to be very specific. Yeah. Here's a kiss, Mac. Mwah! So I changed my plan for the stream like 3 times already today. It was gonna be a hand cam doing like thanking fan gifts and box opening stuff. And then it was gonna be Rogue Trader because I'm really loving my Rogue Trader run. I get really into the game and I like to roleplay. I don't know if you noticed that. That's totally not me making those evil decisions. It's my character, okay? It's just what my character would do. And then I forgot about the Warhammer summer preview thing. And I was like, man, I don't want to start Rogue Trader and then have to end it to watch the preview. So I decided we'll just watch some videos today about lore and then we'll watch the summer preview. Evil ends up dogmatic. Well, I feel like I'm equal parts dogmatic and heretic at this point. I'm both. The only reason I'm heretical at all is because I wanted the cool sword. That's the only heretical thing I've done. Da-da-da-da-da. You can do a longer stream tomorrow to play Rogue Trader before your collab. Yeah, I might do that. Also, I'm going to do all the wheel spins tomorrow and some Unk karaoke. So I might do that instead of Rogue Trader because I want to start doing some wheel spins. I have to add some to the list as well. The list of names that grows. Where is that one? Wait, I was trying to find something. Hold on, my ADHD. ADHD. Okay, here's where this is it. Okay, so we hit the 3,500 sub. All we have left is the 4,000 sub. That's the Girly Pop Warhammer mini painting collab. And then at 4,500, it's making pickles stream IRL. I'm gonna be Tradwife Stim and teach you how to make pickles so you can make your own pickles. And then the 5,000 stretch goal is the big fat tail docky. Big fat tail docky that everybody's been asking for. I made it a little bit in reach, but it's still a stretch goal. It's still a stretch goal. Stimpak's finally reacting to where she was made. Yeah, I'm going back to my roots to Fallout. I have played 3 New Vegas and like I think the intro to 4. Hi Major Sam. Hi Neptune. And then 5,500 subs, I'll reveal the art for my new casual outfit design. And then at 6,000, this one might kill me, so I don't think we'll do it. It's an overnight slumber party stream where I do like a whole like 24-hour overnight stream. And we just play games and sleep and watch movies and stuff. That one might kill me, so that's a 6,000 subs. That's a 6,000 sub goal. That's crazy. Wow, okay. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you, Anonymous, for 20. Thank you, Anonymous. If that's you in chat and you forgot to link your account, please let me know. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you, thank you. And Mr. Longlegs, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really nice of you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. TY for the gifted. I'm new here. Welcome, not Ricky. You have to manually hit a checkbox to be anon. It's rarely on accident. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know how it works. If I give subs, I want everyone to know it's me. I want everyone to know it's me, baby. Look at me. Look at my subs. Look at them. How very pick me. I mean, I just want them to know I love and support them so much, and these subs are for me. Thank you, Crack, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Crack. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Women, am I right? And then the subathon rewards for gifting is 20 subs. I put your name on my background for the month. And 50 subs is added punishment wheel stream, punishment wheel spin, which we'll be doing on Saturday. I'll be doing on the punishment wheels. I might do a shot to it, but that might kill me, so I'm not sure. Oh, Invincible! Invincible, thank you for the 17! Thank you so much, Invincible. Ah, an even number. It looks so good. It looks so good. Do a shot, but it's only redeemable once for a set of wheel spins. Oh, that's a good idea, Prince. We'll be Saturday at 9. Okay, so I wasn't sure. Saturday's kind of up in the air because I wasn't sure what was going on with the collab stuff. So I just have the collab on there. I will probably stream earlier so the EU bros can see the wheel spins and stuff. I was possibly going to do it after the collab, but I think I'll do it before the collab now. I will let you guys know either way. I'm pretty good at posting on Discord, if not Twitter, if streams are changing. So I will let you know either way. It will probably be earlier. It won't be in the morning though. I'm going to record some things in the morning because I decided to join a million events and didn't realize that most of them happen over my subathon month. So I was like, oh, that's like a month away. I have time. Working on subathon prep. And then I look and I'm like, oh shit, this is due like in a week. I have to record 3 things in a week, and I'm doing a subathon. Fuck my life, god damn it. It seems so far away when I was planning the
Major
subathon.
789 cheered Dex100. That slumber party might be too much for stim and chat. Make sure you have your energy supplements and refreshed with fresh bath. Use code STIMPACK for 10% on energy supplements from GamerSupps. Also use code STIMPACK for 10% off on quality soap.
Thank you, Major Sam. Use code STIMPACK for 10% off your GamerSupps cup. Save yourself some money and also help me get my big fat tail shaker cup one day. And also, use my code STIMPACK for 10% off your cheeky orders. Yeah. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben, for the 5 gifted subs, Ben. Thank you. W, Ben. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Hi, Gage. I hope you're having a good day. We were talking about how I've almost reached the final subathon goal. Other than the stretch goals, which is crazy. Hi, Caston. I need to add some to the wall though. Some gifted 20 subs while I was playing. Oops, it's like this, I'm pretty sure. While I was playing, fuck my boot trader. Is that like this? I'm pretty sure it's like this. Wait, let me check the spreadsheet. Oh, it's lowercase s's. Let me check my spreadsheet. Lunch break is starting. Time to watch and jive. Be careful! My bones creak at this idea. The overnight sleepover party. Imagine how fun that would be. It's gonna be all like cozy themed. According to my files. So today we're just doing some React videos. I'm gonna watch the Fallout lore timeline, history timeline, and then I think I'm gonna watch Pancreas No Works Elder Scrolls video about why he hates the Myr. And then that should take us to the Warhammer 40k summer preview stream we can watch together too. It's kind of a chill like hangout day today. Hi Stim, did you know you're cute? Ah, thanks Mr. Longlegs. No Luton videos? Nope, not today. You know the Elder Scrolls elves are fucked when the elf simp hates them. I messaged Pancreas today. Actually, me and Pancreas had a long call last night and we were just chatting about stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna watch your Elder Scrolls video because I've been like watching Elder Scrolls lore. And he was like, oh, you mean my video about racism? I'm like, I think, yeah, I guess. Did Vegeta come up in this combo? No, but General Grievous did. General Grievous did. It's not a pank conversation unless Vegeta or General Grievous come up in the conversation. Stim, where do I pre-order my Stim machine? I don't know. But my soul does not come with it. It's only that specific one. It's only that specific one. Pank is on every single podcast and releases videos like every 2 days and also has time to talk on the phone. How? Okay, guys, can I do a spoiler? Can I do a little spoiler? Just like a little tiny spoiler, but you can't talk about it anywhere else. This stays between us. Just as a treat. A little spoiler as a treat. Don't clip this. I will find you and I will delete your hard drive if you clip this. No Discord, no Twitter, no YouTube, no Twitch clips. I'm looking at you, Red! Resident stim clipper. Thank you for the level 9 hype train. Holy heck, thank you. No, not my Soma file. Okay, I'm gonna test the waters with this. This is me testing the waters with something I've been working on quietly in the background. One of the 100 things I've been working on. Also, I'm sorry. My ADHD brain is going to this. I'm sorry. I haven't done the first Let's Play video yet for Patreon. I released it right before the subathon. I'm a dumb white girl. I'm trying to do too many things at once. It will be coming soon. It will be coming soon. I promise. I just needed to find a time to record it when I'm not losing my voice. I tried to do too many things at the same time. After this subathon, I will have time to catch up on everything. Anyways, the little treat, the little leak that I'm gonna dip my toes into the water with here. You cannot repeat because it's my top secret project. My OCL, no steal. I have been working on this for a while, and I think Pancreas would be good for it. I'm going to do a STEM interview show where it's like I interview content creators and I could ask some burning questions from chat, but also make them do a fun little idle games with me. So I know you guys ask about so many people that I know and I'm friends with. It's gonna have a theme because I'm gonna make them do cute, embarrassing shit. But it will also be like interview style. I'm telling you here first. Don't repeat this.
It's Fat Tail
My
Friday,
idea,
you
no
fucking
steal.
losers. Let's fucking go. Happy Friday, Steve.
My
And the
OC,
Stim
no
Peasants,
steal.
It's time to enjoy being mentally unstable together. Yahoo!
Yahoo! But when you guys are like, oh my god, how does Pank like release so many videos and does he talk about Vegeta and blah blah blah? There's so many things I could tell you. There's so many things I could tell you. But it would be fun to interview them and hear it yourself. Call it the oubliette and do punishments. Holy shit, that's a good idea, Horizon. Sim's gonna be a late night host. I initially wanted to do a podcast, but that seems like I think what's hindering me is that seems like an extra layer of stuff to figure out. I think I'm just gonna start it as like a special event stream where I interview people and even have like chat vote on who I interview next. And then have them do fun like little idle games. And I don't know, I've been thinking, I've been talking about this like interview podcasting forever. I think I'm gonna simplify it. Don't make it too difficult. And involve chat in like picking the guests and questions for them, and then do like a fun little segment with games or punishments. I just think it would be really fun. I think I love talking. I love getting to know people, and I love talking. And I thought it would be really fun. I've been working on it quietly in the background for like a long ass time. Holy shit. A long ass time. Have the guest think of a punishment for the next guest. That's a fun idea. Make it a random event that can happen anytime. Yeah. Trying to schedule it out too much with everything else I'm working on, it has been a bit too hard for me to handle on my own. So I think I'm just gonna make it simple, stupid, as my dad would say.
X100,
and just do it.
You like talking? Never would have guessed.
But you guys are gonna laugh at the idea. You're gonna laugh at my idea to have It's like themed. I'm not telling you the theme. I'm gonna keep some secrets and surprises, but it's themed. And it's gonna be really fun and funny. I can't wait. Yippee! Yippee! Yeah, don't be blabbing about it though. It's a secret. It's a surprise. I haven't talked to anyone about it yet. Made theme to put shh 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 shh. I what? Huh? What? Oh yeah, also it's the Steam summer sale, right? Let's go check that out. That's a good idea, Prince. Oh no, we're gonna laugh at the humor. It'll be very funny. Anyways, that's my idea that I've been working on my project. It just made me think of it. You know what? Maybe I'll see if people are interested in this, because you guys have brought up Pank and he would be a fun guest. Hehe. I love the Stim summer sales. Get your Stims at a discount. Ta-da! Sounds really fun. Good luck preparing for a Stim. Thank you, Rock. Thank you. This is like, to make you understand the work that goes into it, it's like my version of like an Idol concert. Maybe not as much work as a concert, but it's one of those large-scale projects. So it's taking a while. Because I don't do concerts and things. I have been branching out more and joining like I'm doing a karaoke relay on the July 1st for Canada Day. I've been working on a cover for like a while now. I'm starting to sing more and be part of more projects, which is exciting. I'm getting my courage as I sing more. It reminds me, I have to repost about the karaoke relay I'm in. I'm gonna get my beard trimmed later today. Without context, how short should I trim it? Or do I go all the way down to a mustache? That's tough. I am a big fan of mustaches. But I'm also a big fan of beards. So I think whatever you're more comfortable with is what I would do. I personally kind of prefer, I have two perfect beards. One is like pretty like short and trimmed, like not like stubble, like a full beard, but it's like trimmed and nice. And the other one is like very long enough that you can braid. Those are, I don't like any in between. It's like nice and short and trimmed or long and braided. I know you have to go through the in-between phase to get the braids, but that's just how it is. I know, Crack. It's like a girl, or I guess anyone growing out bangs. The bangs look cute when they're cut, or the bangs look better when they're grown out. You have to go in the in-between phase where your bangs are all funky to get to the grown out phase. Porn stash Ian all the way. I am a big fan of mustaches. I think they're having a resurgence. I'm not gonna lie. I try to keep my beard pretty short unless I get lazy over winter. Do you guys put conditioner in your beard? Is this a weird question? When you're washing your hair, do you wash and condition your beard? Yes. I always wondered that, but I thought it was weird to ask. Some yes, no, but a bit of oil. You do need beard oil. I do know that, yeah. I do see mustaches more often lately. They're getting popular again. Mustaches and mullets are coming back. I use scented beard oil. Oh, scented beard oil. Oh, I didn't even think such a thing existed. That's amazing. Depends on the length and fullness of the beard. Do you go to a barber? Or do you just go to like, do you do it yourself? I feel like a barber's like luxury. I can't grow a proper beard, it sucks. What's cheaper? Yes, exactly. Curtis Connor out here setting masculine beauty standards. Who's Curtis Connor? I use canola oil, it smells good. I cut mine myself. I trim with scissors. Orange geranium? Oh my god, that sounds amazing! I fucked up my beard trim. Wait, what? I fucked up my beard trim enough that I no longer do it myself, but it's also long enough that it bothers me if it's not right. I don't think I could. Yeah, I can't trust myself to cut my own hair. I don't think I could cut my own beard if I had one. My beard used to be a rainbow beard, brown hair, red on cheeks, blonde soul patch, dark brown. What? What? That's just like natural. Beard hair can be weird? What? That's so interesting. I didn't know that. My dad can't grow a beard actually, and he's like a big burly farmer biker looking guy. He can't grow a beard because he has a scar on his, well, I mean, he can grow a beard, but he has a scar on his like chin, and it just doesn't grow there. So he's got like a bald patch in his beard, so he just doesn't have a beard. He's not clean shaven. He's just like not like what's it called when you're not shaved? I can't think of it. I literally just said it. Anyways, scruffy. Yeah. There's a word for it. Stubbly. Yeah, stubbly. Yeah. Stubbly. But I mean, some guys have to shave like twice a day to be clean shaven. So like, I feel like clean shaven is pretty hard. I don't know how you maintain clean shaven, to be honest. That's why it's 5 o'clock shadow. Like if you shave, this is so off topic. If you shave your face in the morning, do you have to shave again at night? Or is it good for a few days to be completely clean shaven? Like how fast does it grow usually? Just don't go out after 5? Morning shaves every day. Normally daily for completely smooth. Do you shave your legs twice a day? No, but I feel like beard hair grows faster than leg hair. Is it like with women when you...
Some
This is so random.
789 cheered Dex 100. I have to shave every third day.
Is it like with women when you shave it a lot, it like grows back less and less, do you think? Or if you like if you're clean shaven every day and you want to grow a beard, is it harder for you because you've been shaving so much? I wonder. No, it grows back thicker. Mine hasn't gotten any easier. Oh. Hi, Raider. Hi. If anything, it grows more. Oh. No, if you're clean shaven, the hair grows back thicker.
0700 cheered Dex 100. Did you know that certain activities between man and woman can affect the color of your beard? Certain liquids can act like a mild bleach.
What the
So
fuck?
if your girlfriend enjoys her oral exams, your beard might rat you out. Stimper for Omega lol.
What? 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 Santa is getting it by that logic? That's true, but TMI. Anyways, oh my god. He's saying that quiet part. He's saying the quiet part out loud. AK, what? I don't need to know this. Jesus. Anyways, beards are good. Mustaches are good too. In my opinion. Everybody has their own things they like, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Now you're cursed with that knowledge forever. I wish I didn't know that. I do feel like a curse has been placed upon me. Giving up bones, I'm digging up bones.
Magus
I
of
love this song too.
789 cheered Dex
Cursed
100.
with forbidden
For all of you
knowledge.
guys with a little bit of brown hair in your beard, we know what you have been up to.
Anyways, next time you see someone with a white... Anyways, I'm never... Fuck, everybody shave your beards now. God damn it, I'm not gonna look at anyone the same way after this stream. Jesus Christ. Jesus. I also... This might be a little bit of a hot take. I'm a big fan of the mullet. See those glorious bouncing curls? And it's like, damn, I'm jealous. How is your hair so nice? I think, like, it's nice. Yeah, business in the front, party in the back. I have a mullet. Let's go, Alistair! Farm girl likes mullets, shocker. It is... Oh, you got me. You got me, Heska. It is classic hockey hair. Yeah, you got me. It might be because I like hockey players. Actually, you are onto something there. Huh. Was it Road to Empress that spurred the mullet like? No. It was hockey players. Yep. I like the hockey wings. That's more shocking than hearing she likes trucks. I do like trucks. Oh yeah, I did offend most of my audience when I said I'm biased towards trucks. And if you have a car, I understand, but I like trucks better. No! It's true! I'm so bad at not falling into traps. Like, with gender roles and things. Fuck! Ford F-150 is alright. Next she'll say she likes tractors. Well, you are just a girl. I am just a girl. I'm sorry. I live in suburbia. A truck doesn't make sense for me. If I lived in rural, a truck would make more sense. It's true. I mean, it's true. Why would you have a truck in the city? I feel like if you... Okay, I will preface that by saying, if you have a truck, I feel like you should have a purpose for having a truck. If you live in an apartment in the city and, you know, you like work in an office, why do you have a big Ford F-150? That makes no sense. It might just be my bias because I live in the country, you know? Having a truck but never using it as a truck pisses me off. Yeah, I agree with that. I know people who have trucks in the city who never use it. It's dumb. But that person is the go-to person when anyone needs to move, though. They have a truck. It's, you know, it is nice to have a truck to carry things like furniture, gardening stuff, fishing stuff, camping stuff, if they're outdoorsy, I guess. I don't know. What you want is a Ford Ranger? I'm partial to Dodges, and that says a lot about me in a derogatory way. But I'll admit it.
100. What are your thoughts on Baja trucks?
What are Baja? I don't know what a Baja truck is. I don't know what that is. A Baja truck. Driving scares me, so I would drive only really small cars or trucks. Driving scares me as well, but I feel more safe in a big truck because I can just drive over curbs. And what are they gonna say to me? You can't do that? The fuck I can't! Watch me! I'm a farmer. I can do what I want. Imported totally legal and not all Mimi Toyota Hilux. I think Toyota has some cute trucks. Dodge Enjoyer, derogatory. Yeah, check out my Dodge Cummins. Yeah, what do you think of that, huh, chat? Wow. You like it?
Major some 789 sheared X100. They are off-roading race trucks.
Oh, they're off-roading race trucks. I actually don't know what those are. I don't do much off-roading race stuff. What are they doing to it's literally called a Cummins, okay? That's what it's called. It's a type of engine, I think. Engine?
At 0700 cheered X100, a friend of me has a truck. He exclusively uses the bed when he goes to festivals. He has an accessory that turns the bed into a tent and throws a mattress in it. Best sleep on festivals ever.
Wow, that's actually a great idea. How fun. I love that. It's an engine company. Yeah, see, I know things. I know more than most of you about trucks, okay? Test me in my truck knowledge. I know things. Uh-huh. You city people. You city folk. Derogatory. Don't know nothing about trucking. And fucking... Sorry, I had to. It was right there. I had to. It was right there. It was right there. You... What's a Hemi? A Hemi? Okay. A Hemi I thought a Hemi was like a blower. But I don't know. Why is truck lingo so sus? Couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. It was like the low-hanging fruit, okay? Man. Trucks, man. Really gets a girl. Excited. So we have 1 hour until the Warhammer show. Do you think it'll start on time? Revved up? Wow. 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 We gotta put you down like the animal you are. I'm not an animal. 50-50 on the start time. It'll start on time, but the audio will be scuffed for the first 20 minutes. That's the correct answer. The Warhammer 40k Summer Preview live stream. It'll start on time. The audio won't work, so then we'll be having technical difficulties for 10 minutes, and then they'll come back, and then the audio will be scuffed, and then we'll have technical difficulties for 10 minutes, and then it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Raph, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's not Total War. It's Warhammer in general. Wait, I'll show you. I actually was going to go to the React screen anyways. Because we should probably see if we have time to watch a video before. I've been yapping too much today. Oh, only an hour. That's not bad. Man, I'm excited for tomorrow now. I'm gonna start early tomorrow and we'll have like a good old Zatsu. When's the last time we had a I guess the last time was the Subathon day. We have a good old Zatsu. I can just yap, talk, do Subathon wheel spins. Okay, one of them is very fun. Look at this. Hold on. Wait, let me switch my screen. Okay. Look at this. Isn't this fun? Good truth questions for friends. So I have this thing. I have one of the wheel spins as truth or dare, and if I do like truth, I'll roll a D100 and it'll land on a question. I have to answer it. You know it's good because good's in the title. Yeah, it's by Teen Vogue, so you know it's real good. Okay? The teens love truth and dare. The teens love it. What is the weirdest trend you ever participated in? That's a bad one. I don't know what that is. Have you ever cheated on an exam? No. Well, I don't know if Wolf RP is a trend. I don't think that ever trended. What's the weirdest thing you have in your locker? I don't have a locker. The weirdest thing I have on my desk, though, let's see. I have a book on my desk that has all of the tanks, warships, and planes from World War I and World War II. I don't know if that's a weird thing to have, but I don't think it's very common. I have a vortex mixer for my paints, I guess. A taser? I think tasers are illegal in Canada. I don't have a taser. I wish I had a taser, though. Tanktism. I have more of a planetism than a tanktism. I don't really have tanktism. I do like tanks, but I love airplanes. Specifically, like the old World War II airplanes. I think they look so cool and so badass and so fun. What's your favorite then? I like the Lancaster bomber. I like big bombers. I think they're really cool. As a kid, I had pretty bad planetism. They're just so cool. They're just so cool. I think the X-Wings are cool. I'm also in a little bit of a Star Wars phase. Oh, wait. The weirdest thing I have. Oh my god. I should show you this on my hand cam stream. The weirdest thing I have is because... anything other than the Spitfire BF-109 or P-51 Mustang is a great pick. Oh my god, I was telling Pank about the planes I like, and he's like, no, you should like Mustangs. I was like, everybody likes Mustangs. Yeah, they're cool, but I like my big bombers. I like my big old bomber. No, the weirdest thing I actually have on my desk, because I'm a crystal... You're gonna laugh at me. I'm a crystal girly. Fuck. And I have a giant crystal that's in the shape of a heart. And it's supposed to protect me from bad vibes and negativity, okay? It's like the size of my palm. Like, it's huge. Crystals look nice, though. They do look nice. And I believe that it protects me from negativity, okay? Of course you'd be, after astrology and such. It's not surprising. You know, I don't actually know if I believe in astrology that much anymore. I kind of do. But I do love crystals, and I believe that they have special powers. Okay? Special powers. I'm just a girl, okay? I like my crystals. I need one that's supposed to give me money and success. I need one of those crystals. But right now, I just got the one to protect me from bad vibes. Those are called diamonds. No, I think it's actually citrine that's for money, and pyrite. Do you want to repeat that sentence again? This is how you get scammed by a witch and buying a bunch of rocks. The crystals that give money are super expensive, though. have a big chunk of pyrite. It's fun. Pyrite is fool's gold. It was not like I'm gonna sell the pyrite to get money. It's supposed to help me manifest money, okay? You gotta rub a Buddha for money. Alright. I gotta find me a Buddha. I gotta find me a Buddha. I gotta get rubbing. Manifesting money and success and lucky girl energy. But Stim, fool's gold is in your job description if you think about it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I think you've been manifesting money for 7 days pretty well. I haven't been manifesting it, I've been doing it. It's different, Akora. Manifesting money is like winning the lottery. Or like someone being like, here, do you want $100? You know, that's like manifesting. It's like a luck thing. It's like tripping and falling down a well and finding a suitcase full of thousands of dollars. That sounds illegal. That's how manifesting works, okay? That's how manifesting works. It's like you manifest something. It's like your luck thing. Tripping down a well isn't okay. Well, I couldn't think of a good example. Stim had to uwu her heart out for those subs. Manifesting money is when you work and money just goes to your bank account. Help me manifest money tonight. There's a 20 million lotto. Okay, everybody, I'll help you through manifesting. Take it seriously or it doesn't work. It's like hypnotism. If you don't take it seriously, it doesn't work. Okay, ready? I'm gonna manifest for us. Okay. Think about you. In your head, think of you on stacks of money and living your best life, like on a yacht, or like I don't know what rich people do, and at like a fancy hotel or resort. Manifest. Money flows to me effortlessly. Money flows to me effortlessly. I am the luckiest girl in the world. Things just work out for me. Everything manifests according to my willpower. Boom! Manifested. That's... Now it's gonna happen. In like 3 to 5 business days, okay? It helps if you have a crystal... a giant crystal you can hold on to, okay? Why is the bank suddenly calling me? How will you explain the manifested cash to your accountant? They don't need to know where it comes from. They just need me to pay taxes on it, probably. Are we a cult? Wait, are we a cult? It's so funny. No, I'm just teaching you how to be a lucky girl, okay? This is the secret to being a lucky, hot girl. It's manifesting. Believing in yourself. Picturing yourself living your best life. Stim, why are you just putting money into the bank? Keep shit on paper, in paper form, and never say anything. I can't! I get paid through the internet. I don't have, like, I don't even have paper money. I don't know the last time I carried a dollar bill with me. Like, who gets paid in cash anymore? I feel like if you're using cash, you're doing something illegal. In this day and age. My dealer? Okay, Appa. I carry cash at all times. My dad, I told you guys this story. My dad did tell me I should take out money and bury it in my backyard. So I have money for if the world ends. But my parents are also like doomsday preppers. So I didn't do that. Maybe I should do that. I should bury some cash. Actually, he said gold specifically. That is such a Stim dad thing. Yeah, I said cash, but he actually said gold. Gold and silver, because the price of gold and silver is good. Don't bury cash, bury bottle caps. True. Dad Pack being a prepper is exactly the type of guy I imagined. Oh, you guys get a message from him now. We'll have to think about that. Maybe I'll open suggestions in Discord and then we'll pick some. With your luck, you're gonna be robbed by raccoons. Oh my god, you're right. If it's doomsday, no one's gonna care about shiny metal. They're gonna care about stuff they can actually use. Oh, you see, there's phases of doomsday. There's phases. At the end phases, no one's gonna care about that stuff. But in the beginning phases, people will trade for gold. They will, because people think, you know, those are things are valuables. By the end, no one's gonna give a shit about your gold. But there's phases of a doomsday apocalypse, okay?
Major Sum 789 sheared Dex 100. Keeping money in fiat currency is not a good idea long term. It will lose value. You want assets that appreciate over time like gold and property.
Shiny metal, allow make technology. Exactly. Exactly. Stimpak's tutorial. I should do a tutorial. I should do a stream where I teach you how to survive the end of the world. I think it would be very educational and correct. I know some things, okay? I know some things. Also, having property at the end of the world is not going to help you because no one's going to care who owns it. They're just going to take it. Including the government. They don't give a fuck if you own it. They're going to take it back. I mean, that's, anyways, let's watch some videos about Fallout. Stim, we're getting too real. Anyways,
Major Sum 789 sheared Dex 100.
I got a little too close
one
to the
asset
sun
during
there.
a doomsday will be power. You want guns.
Oh, I got firepower. Let me introduce you to my left and right fists. Justice and... Wait, what's a good name for a fist? Justice and diplomacy! Boom! 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 Firepower, baby! Justice and diplomacy. Justice and Kevin. Weren't you complaining about your muscle? Oh yeah, my muscles hurt more today, guys. Turns out it's not like the day after your workout that hurts, it's the second day after your workout that hurts the most. Okay? Okay. It's the second day. I also did another workout yesterday, but I just did some arms. But my legs really hurt. Like a lot. You're gonna be so ready for all the squats for the... Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. I'm not gonna do a workout today because I will be doing a lot of squats tomorrow, probably. Yeah, you're right. It's always the second day? Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Okay, what is this video? Let's watch a video. I'm gonna hide the subathon tracker so it's not in the way. Boop. We have 45 minutes until the preview, so let's watch. It's only a 16-minute video. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. What thumbnail? This one? This one? She's looking at you seductively because she's gonna explain Fallout history to you. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh. Okay, sorry. It's a verbal tick. You just can't stop. You just can't like not say it when someone says it. Oh my god, thank you, Pluck. Thank you, Plug XR. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, I'll show you. Ba-ding. More time has been added. Oh God, I might have to extend the subathon because I didn't think we'd get this far, and I'm a fool. I've named my fist Love and Friendship. That's very cute. Okay, chat, we're gonna watch History of the Fallout World Lore by Alternate History Hub. And we're gonna learn all about the history of Fallout. I feel like I kind of know because I played the Fallout games, but I don't really remember anything other than like a nuclear bomb. So I guess we'll see the history of the Fallout world. Yeah! 3, 2, 1. Movie time! I played Fallout 3 and I played Fallout New Vegas and a little bit of the intro to Fallout 4, but I never got into Fallout 4. I think I got to the part where I built my gas station house. But I didn't play any of the other games, so yeah. You didn't play the OGs? I didn't even know the OGs existed, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, there's a Fallout 3? I wonder if there's a Fallout 1 and 2. Who cares? Okay. Let's watch the video.
Strive for better weapons and armor in an age of constant warfare. As technology improved, the conflicts grew larger, more devastating, but with all its violent tendencies, humanity never had the capability to destroy itself. Well, until 70 years ago. World War II brought on the ultimate deterrent, the nuke. For the first time in history, humanity harnessed the power to annihilate itself in its own atomic Armageddon. In our timeline, the 1950s was an era of American exceptionalism and happy optimism. The suburban family with their white picket fence, jukebox diners, and classic...
I do really like this, I did really love the vibe of Fallout with the, like, 50s vibe. A little time capsule into 50s life. 40s and 50s? No, it was 50s, right? I really enjoyed that aspect of it. It was really fun. Yeah, oh yeah, BioShock had it too, yeah. But BioShock was kind of like more like the rich. I feel like Fallout was more like, he said suburbia, you know? 50s, 60s, 70s. It was literally like the family unit with like the traditional gender roles with the kids and the mom cooking like stuff from like the casserole book. The book of casseroles that like they all had, and like weird jelly foods, like everything was gelatined. Yeah, the atomic family. Thank you, Troya. That's the word I was trying to think of. Oh my god, that just gave me an idea for stream. What if I get one of those books and we make gelatin food from the 50s? Holy, that would be fun. How did they do it? Everything's suspended in gelatin. I bet it would be better than you think, okay? I bet it would be better than you think. I'll eat it, yeah, I'll eat it. Okay.
Post-war nostalgia are looked back on as a different time. It passed. The Cold War ended, and the Red Scare along with it. But what if that era, that mindset, never went away? The Red Scare was communism. What if technology improved, but the Cold War, fear of communism, and the culture of the 50s continued on into the 21st century and beyond? Welcome to the world of Fallout. The game series Fallout has a deep lore based on alternate history and a timeline that differentiates from our own.
I do think that's really interesting about Fallout because it's like normal history up until a point, and then it's just like an AU version of history. I think that's really cool.
The world went down a much darker path, and in result, the nuclear holocaust came. In Fallout, the nuclear war was just the end of a chapter in mankind's history, and in the rubble, brought on another. Because even though society itself—
Wow, I just realized we were talking about doomsday prepping before this. Holy I didn't even plan this! I didn't even plan this, but now you're going to learn about doomsday prepping.
Was destroyed and the land radiated beyond reason, new factions still arose, and humanity found new reasons to kill each other
Pew,
in
pew,
a world
pew.
populated by ghouls and mutants.
Oh my god,
That
it's
is
a
why in
mutie.
the Fallout universe, the saying stays true. War never changes. This video is to give you a summary of the world of Fallout and to catch you
Manifesting the end of the world subconsciously. Oh no, my lucky girl manifestations went wrong. Oh no.
up on the lore of this universe before the big kahuna itself comes out. The Fallout games take place in an alternate timeline that diverged from our own in the mid-20th century. Sometime after World War II in the 1950s and 60s, the United States drastically changed itself in an attempt to stop political strife and better organize its own government. The US divided the states among 13 different commonwealths. The Commonwealth would be one step higher than the state, but below the federal government and consist of multiple states. However, the Commonwealths began competing against one another and only weakened the country as a whole.
Who could have seen that happen? The Commonwealths fighting each other? Huh? Oh no, what? This is awful. Who could have seen this coming?
As in our timeline, the Red Scare wasn't full of
Oh no, commies. Oh no, America. No.
effect throughout the post-war era. In this alternate timeline, the Soviets grow weaker. China comes in to take its place. The US has a new enemy on the global scale, and at the turn of the 21st century, it was still US foreign policy to do everything to destroy the communists.
Wow, that's so weird. Pump jacks, man. Pump jacks and communists.
As the decades went on, the global oil supply began to run thin, leading to higher oil prices and competition. The United States went deeper and deeper into hostilities with former allies and neighbors. The already divided country began to lash out once the resources ran thin. In 2051, the United States accused its southern neighbor Mexico of destabilizing the border. The US placed sanctions on the country.
This is an alternate reality video, right? This is alternate reality.
Causing it to collapse into political instability. To protect oil interests, the US invaded Mexico to maintain a constant supply between the two nations. This brash foreign policy reflected the dying nature of oil in the middle of the 21st century. Texas, once booming in the early 21st century, now is covered in empty wells. This was seen throughout the globe. As prices rose, the Middle East countries held onto their oil. To combat the high oil prices, the European Commonwealth—
Oh yeah, what is Europe doing this entire time? I guess everybody's just doing their own thing.
Basically an evolved EU, sent—
That's one thing. Wait, do they cover this in the first two Fallout games? Like what's happening on the world scale? Because I feel like from my time playing Fallout, it was just about America. I don't remember. I don't think like the other parts of the world came into the storyline of any of the games. There was some info on China. Not exactly, just the US committing war crimes in Canada. Huh. Some lore terminals and stuff. It is very localized. I wonder where he's getting all this info from. There's a lot to Fallout universe I haven't read or looked into.
Troops into the Middle East. The resource wars had begun. The Middle East nations and Europe would fight a drawn-out, bloody conflict over the oil wells of the region until they ran dry just 8 years later. Nukes were used on Middle East cities, causing the Americans to fear the possibility of a nuclear war at some point. Project Safe House was born. Its official objective was to provide shelters in a supposed nuclear exchange.
Okay, so this is where we're getting to the Fallout shelters and bunkers. Likely from the Fallout Bible? Oh, China was prominent in 3. There were even Chinese weapons. I don't remember that. I mean, I don't remember a lot of that lore from the games. I just remember 3 dog out. Ow!
The vaults were born. Meanwhile, across the ocean, Europeans were left with nothing after the fighting, and the Commonwealth fell into civil war by 2060. As oil wells shriveled up across the globe, Alaska's wells remained, soon becoming the last place on Earth for cheap oil, making it a target to the People's Republic of China in the east. The Americans saw that Alaska was in danger and set up
I like how America has aviator sunglasses on the entire time. I mean, it's a good way to differentiate them as America at work.
Defense force to deter the Chinese. But the inevitable happened, and China sent an invasion force into Alaska in 2066, sparking the Sino-American War. This was the war that would define the Fallout series. Over the next 10 years of fighting, the United States and Chinese would dedicate their greatest minds to creating new and powerful weaponry to one-up the other. The US created robots for war and power armor to devastate the enemy forces. However, even with the advancement in the US military, the war would rage for a decade. Canada would be stuck with allowing
Canada! Look, we exist! We exist in the alternate Fallout universe. We look sad. Oh.
US forces onto their land, which made tensions sour between the traditionally allied nations. As the war against China grew, the Americans wanted an easier route to combat the communists, and so in 2076, Canada was officially annexed by the United States. In a bid to direct Chinese forces away
Yay, Canada.
from Alaska, the US invaded mainland China, with soldiers wearing power armor. The objective was to cause enough damage at home the Chinese would need to take troops off of the Alaskan front. And it worked! The soldiers in China were trapped in Asia, but after nearly a decade of fighting, the Americans fought off the Chinese and reclaimed Alaska by 2077.
Okay.
With Alaska reclaimed, the war appeared over, at least on the American front. Countless lives were lost in the fighting, but it ended in an American victory, so to the people, the peace seemed to be won. But it was only a pause.
Okay, eat your
On October
SpaghettiOs, Billy, we won.
2077, the Great War began, and lasted only 2 hours. This nuclear exchange destroyed cities across the world.
Wow, only 2 hours. Holy shit.
So many bombs were fired, it completely transformed the Earth's surface. Water became irradiated. The environment itself was cancerous. Barely any organisms survived at all. Thus, the story of the pre-war nations ended in a blaze of nuclear fire. However, people did survive, either out in the new wasteland or inside of massive fallout shelters scattered across the old United States. Officially 122 vaults, as they were called, were constructed by Vault-Tec during Project Safe House. The Vault's official goal was to provide safe harbor inside the shelters in case of nuclear war. They were capable of holding enough supplies and equipment that dwellers could survive.
122 official vaults. As part of the program, like Safe House. But I'm sure other people made vaults too, yeah. You're right.
Inside the vault for long stretches of time. Each vault was given 2 Garden of Eden creation kits, or GECKs, so that the dwellers could recolonize once radiation levels went to healthy limits. That was the supposed story. The United States and Vault-Tec in this alternate timeline had darker plans.
Of course they did! Of course they did! Wait, didn't they do, like, experiments on people in some of the vaults? I'm trying to think back. Spoilers if you haven't played Fallout 3. And New Vegas, and 4, and 1, and 2, and all of them. A lot of the vaults, yes. I remember some of the quest lines were really fucked up when you found stuff.
Inside the government and major economic titans, there was a faction who believed themselves superior over the common American, and accepted that not many would survive the coming apocalypse. They made plans to preserve their own existence.
Of course.
These people formed what is now known as the Enclave.
Oh, wait, the rich people were the Enclave. Oh.
The American government funded the creation of the vaults, in which special American citizens could find safe harbor. However, this was just a ruse. The true purpose of vaults was to conduct physical, psychological, and social experiments on unsuspecting.
I'm sure he'll get into this, but I don't really understand what's the point if the world's gone to shit. And nothing's left. Why experiment on the people remaining? Like, what? Why? Just for funsies? Because we can? Like, okay.
Subjects. The vaults weren't meant to save the US population. It was simply to use vault dwellers as human guinea pigs. The Enclave's true plan was not just to repopulate the Earth, but to build themselves a spaceship to recolonize another planet.
Oh, they wanted
Using
to leave.
live human subjects would help the Enclave know how people react in long periods of isolated confinement. Each vault had its own specific experiment.
Oh, wait, what? So they're seeing what people will do in isolation so that they can, like, mitigate those risks when they go to space because they're going to be confined for so long or something. I mean, that's like a very weird way of doing that, but I think they are just kind of psychopathic.
For one example, the people of Vault 11 were told via intercom they had to sacrifice one of their own, or they would all be slaughtered. The angry people chose to sacrifice the Overseer, the leader of the Vault, and so every year the position of Overseer was a position of being sacrificed, until one year the Dwellers had enough and chose not to.
No.
A message played congratulating them for being good people and not killing anyone.
Oh my god,
Before
what
the
the
nuclear
fuck?
exchange, the Enclave, who consisted of the most powerful and influential in America, fled to secret bunkers throughout.
Good job! You're good people. You did all this for no reason. Congratulations. Congratulations. You actually passed our test. Ha ha ha.
The globe. The owners of Robco, Vault-Tec, Poseidon Oil used their resources to protect themselves. The Enclave remained on an oil rig, harnessing the technology from their wealthy connections
they were on
and
an
creating
oil
new
rig.
weapons to eventually reclaim the land they believed they lost. In 2 centuries after the Great War, new factions rose and now fight over the nuclear wasteland. Most of the history that we know of takes place in the West. Around a century after the war, the region New California was split among isolated villages. Raiders and mutants terrorized innocent civilians. In some cases, vault dwellers
It's just a prank, bro. Why are you mad? It's just a joke. It's just a prank. Don't be so serious, God.
left their shelter and set out to reclaim the wasteland, banding into small tribes and villages. Vault 15 survivors founded the community of Shady Sands. After a century, the growing settlement ambitiously renamed itself the New California Republic.
This is Fallout New Vegas.
It absorbed other small towns under its flag, and soon more towns followed suit to join its
Oh wait,
ranks.
this is Fallout 1?
The NCR
Oh.
is not only a faction, it is the closest thing in the post-war era that resembles a nation, with over 700.
Oh, Shady Sands was a starter town in Fallout 1. Ah. I see. I love how photoshopped the CA Republic flag looks like.
Thousand citizens, the NCR has modeled itself off of values before the Great War, even organizing its government into 3 branches. The NCR boasts the largest military in the known world, but consists of mostly rifle infantrymen. While the NCR has provided order within their lands, even going so far to collect tax, by the events of Fallout New Vegas, the NCR has grown to become imperialist in nature, sometimes forcing villages under its banner and bullying its neighbors into submission. The NCR has fought major wars against other factions,
didn't like the
including
NCR.
their most recent rival,
Caesar's Legion.
in the East. Caesar's Legion is pretty much the exact opposite of the democracy-valued NCR, controlling the land east of the Colorado River.
Who did you side with? Who did you side with? Who did you side with? I sided with Caesar's Legion. Myself? Really? Why? Because I thought they looked cool. I thought they looked cool. House. House. Of course you did. What does that mean? They have aura. They looked so cool. Stim, they enslave all women. Listen, I was doing it for the drip, okay? I mean, I played this multiple times and did NCR myself and Caesar's Legion, but the first time I played, I did Caesar's Legion. Stim is not immune to propaganda. I'm influenced easily by cool-looking uniforms.
Caesar's legion is a dictatorial slave state, which gained its power by absorbing the tribes of the Mojave. Caesar himself is actually a man named Edward Salo. He impressed the native tribes with his knowledge of basic military strategy. They declared Salo their leader, and in response, he declared himself the name Caesar. Caesar's new faction had a goal: to bring everyone and everything
I still have a core memory of fucking up Caesar's. This whole thing is spoilers, so I'm not gonna say spoilers. I still have a core memory of fucking up the brain surgery you have to do. Do you remember that part? Yeah. I will never forget that. I will never forget that. I still think about it sometimes. Oopsies. Who let just a girl like me do brain surgery? Oopsies.
Under their rule, they would go on a campaign of total war against the surrounding tribes, slaughtering and decimating the population, enslaving the survivors, and indoctrinating them into the ideology of the Legion, using the men of each tribe as disposable slaves to wage war. However, even though Caesar ruled as a murderous dictator, his people worshipped him, fanatical in devotion to serve him. Caesar is the leader of his own personal religion, the cult of Mars, which teaches that the Great War was punishment from the god of war himself. The Legion's growth brought them into contact with the NCR, where conflict...
Sorry, that comment, oops, I did something good, is killing me. Dang it, I was trying to be an evil villain. Darn. Why does this keep happening to me? I keep accidentally doing good. I'm trying to be so bad.
Rage between the two, with the Legion losing to the NCR in the first battle of Hoover Dam. But while the Legion and NCR are the largest in the West, that does not mean they have the most fighting power. Of course, I'm talking about the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood is an elite organization of highly trained, devout, and honorable soldiers, with origins dating back to the old US military. The Brotherhood prides itself on its preservation and investment in technology. To them, their weapons and armor are the most important things, above all else. The Brotherhood was founded by American Army Captain Roger Maxson in the days before the Great War, after he and his men
First time seeing power armor is like a core memory.
US-sponsored experiments on prisoners. The experiments had prisoners injected with the first evolutionary virus. The FEV was researched by the government to create soldiers capable of being stronger and more resistant. Instead, it made them into super mutants.
Oopsies.
There was never a response from the US at Maxson's desertion, as the Great War came just days after. After the war, the group seized the futuristic technology from the facility. Guns.
Big man punch, good. Big man punch. Punchy. So have you played the Wasteland games? They're kind of like follow XCOM. No, I haven't. I don't even know what those games are.
In power armor. Glossing over a lot of history, the Brotherhood fought numerous campaigns against Raiders, the Super Mutants, and the NCR. In their search for more technology, the Brotherhood has spread throughout the old United States. However, due to the vast distance among them, ideologies are different between each group. The Western Brotherhood's numbers are small, practically never allowing outsiders into their ranks. But because of their collection of pre-war weaponry and highly trained soldiers, the Brotherhood is capable of putting up a valiant effort against their enemies. The Western Brotherhood believes Wastelanders cannot handle or be trusted with the powerful arsenal,
Of course.
so they keep their technology top secret. The Western Brotherhood is the original Brotherhood, as the group has origins in California. That search for technology sparked members to send missions on airships.
Disclaimer, they did not, in fact, have wings.
across the continent, one of which crashed in the ruins of Chicago, forming the Midwest Brotherhood. The Brotherhood eventually reached the capital wasteland, the old ruins of Washington, D.C. Here, the super mutants were larger and more violent than in the West, and so the Capital Brotherhood adopted an ideology of protecting the Wastelanders over protecting technology,
wait, that's
even
nice.
recruiting natives into their ranks. This created a split among the Eastern Brotherhood.
We can't do this, brother. We can't have normies, Wastelanders in our ranks, brother. Please, brother.
The soldiers devoted to finding technology deserted and formed the Brotherhood of Steel Outcasts. The Western Brotherhood learned of the East ideology, a clear violation of the faction's code, and so the Capital Brotherhood was cast out. Other members of the Brotherhood dot the US, such as in Texas and the Commonwealth, neither of
Capital Brotherhood of Steel are dirty traitors and heretics.
which we know much about so far. The Brotherhood isn't the only pre-war faction that's still around. Remember the Enclave? The Enclave's descendants remained on the rig,
Right.
harnessing the best technology their connections could buy. Being out of the blast range, they believed that they were the last remaining humans untouched by nuclear radiation, making them, in their mindset, true humans.
Oh, God.
The Brotherhood
Oh,
and
boy.
Wastelanders are practically mutants in their eyes, and so their mindset turned genocidal
Oh my
to kill
God,
the
what?
populace of the Wasteland and to start anew. The Enclave saw themselves as a continual government.
The first round of nukes wasn't enough. No, no, no. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. Bigger, better, more nukes. That's
the United
crazy.
States and the rightful population to sustain it. Using their technology and flying vertibirds, they can challenge even the Brotherhood in power. However, they are
Wow.
practically gone in
Fallout
the
2
West
basically.
and only remain considerable in the eastern United States. Yet even though there are considerable factions that control areas of the West and the East, much of the old United States is still left unclaimed. And even in areas under faction control, tribes and villages are the primary organization for Wastelanders. If I wanted to go into extreme detail with the entire history of each faction, that video would take hours, and it's fun to discover the deeper lore by playing the games.
Yeah.
This was a way to introduce new people to the world of Fallout and to hype up returning fans.
Cracktopus! I wonder if anyone could be bothered to nuke Saskatchewan during the war. They're like, well, they're already wastelanders in Saskatchewan. Do we really need to waste a nuclear bomb on them? Do we really need to waste one? They're already muties. They're barely surviving out there. Honestly, yeah. There's nothing there to nuke. I mean, like, that's true. They're already suffering enough. Have you seen the Oilers? Have you? But we do have canola. They might want to nuke us for our canola, so we don't grow nice canolas, I guess.
Like on Facebook and subscribe if you have not done so. This is Cody from the Alternate History Hub.
Oh, it's Cody! Duh! Didn't even realize at first. Saskatchewan exports the most lentils. We got lentils and canola. What you gonna do about it, huh? You need lentils, you need canola, I got you covered. In the far future.
Monster of Mangoes cheered Dex
I'll
100.
starve,
Living in
thanks.
Saskatchewan makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You know what? That might improve my quality of life. That actually might improve things. Fly over Canada, just like fly over states in the US, are best tied to the land and otherwise ignored. I mean, we do have oil, so technically we are not safe either. Actually, I don't think Saskatchewan has much oil left. It's kind of weird to think that oil like runs out, you know? Like it's just it runs out. You are already green, so maybe it's already happened and I'm some mutated green horrible gremlin creature. Huh? Maybe I'm the mutie. Sim is now a target of the Enclave.
Fluffy
No!
bastard cheered X100. My favorite part of that reaction is when Stim simped for the faction that would literally enslave her and her argument was listen, they have great drip, that's my fucking Oshi.
Hey, they appealed to my to my like of the Roman Empire, okay? They appealed to my specific interests, all right? Okay, we have 15 minutes before the stream starts. The main guy LARPing as Caesar. I mean, that's a great idea. Men fucking love the Roman Empire. If you call yourself Caesar and you like replicate the cosplay of like legionnaires and shit, you're gonna have people following you. You just are. People are gonna love that. They'll be like, sign me up. I'll be part of this. Thank you for the bread, the guy who offers bread. Thank you. I mean, everybody in Fallout would enslave and oppress me. Every single faction. Probably. Still, most of them didn't know the Roman Empire existed. Oh. Really? That was based on, like, normal US history, world history up to a point. I mean, even during ancient Rome, cosplaying as Caesar worked. That's how Augustus became emperor? Exactly. You lose a lot of history if you get fucking nuked. Oh. You mean they didn't have books down there in the bunkers about Caesar? How did this one guy know about it then? What? Not a lot of world history survives a nuclear holocaust. Then that's a very odd choice for them to make a guy themed after fucking the Roman Empire. He found one history book and was like, yes, this is my identity now. That sounds based. That's literally me. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. This is not the right thing. Hi, Sir Frank. Live. Upcoming. In, oh, there's a little timer down. 13 minutes, I guess. Well, I'm gonna take this break to go refill my coffee and get a little snack. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, we could do a little cheeky scrandle. We could. "13 minutes until the 30-minute pre-show. We could do a little cheeky scrandle. Yeah, that'd be fun. Waiting. Is it just gonna like auto do it when it's ready? I have not. Oh yeah, I did do. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Wait, did I? Did I do Wordle? Oh yeah, I did do Wordle today. Oh wait, hello? Wow, that was weird timing. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go refill my water, get a little snack, and then maybe we'll do Leah was talking about this category game. New York Times categories? Maybe I'll try that. I don't know. I'll be right back. We'll think about it. We'll be right back. Okay, we get yourself a drink. Oh, connections! What? Your brain's not built for it? I'm smart. I could do it. Oh, they're playing something here. Commissar Sebastian Yart gained fame among the orcs after slaying Uglahard, the war boss leading an attack on Hades' hive. What orc clan was Uglahard from? Oh, it's a little quiz show! I'm gonna say... Bad Moons. Time to walk! Or is it Evil Sons? Snake bites! Damn it. During the dying moments of the Siege of Terra, the Astronomicon was retaken and relit by the combined efforts of Corswain, Sigismund, and Keeler. Which traitor legion opposed them? Holy shit, this is loud. Oh, whoops. I don't know. I don't even know who those people are. I don't know. Okay, I'll be right back. Actually, I keep getting brought back in. I'll be right back. I am back with a Rice Krispie square. Grom the Paunch. What is the name of his standard bearer? It's Niblet. Ha! Aha! I got one. See, I'm not a fake fan. I see the music calm down. That's good. Did you bring enough for everybody? You know what? Rice Krispie squares are so insanely easy to make, and they're so delicious. I should make them more often. The infamously violent Blood Bowl player Acorn the Squirrel can be found in which Blood Bowl kit? I don't know. I've never played Blood Bowl. I don't know Blood Bowl at all. Greenfield Grasshuggers? Jim, it's a literal squirrel. It is? That's so cute! Tree Man. I mean, that makes sense. It's a squirrel. What is the title for the officer in command of an Imperial Titan? The title? Oh, it's a princeps! Because they're like noble, right? Princeps. I always think like prince. Because they're like kind of noble blood. They're like all princey. Da na na da da da. What are you guys excited to see in this show? Any models you want? It's just like a... I don't even know what they're previewing. Is it new models? Chapter Master Marnius Calgar has a great many titles and epithets. What's his middle name? Calgar Augustus? Maybe? That seems like a Calgar name. New Necromunda edition? Marnie's Chad Calgar. Yay! Oh my god! I'm so cracked at Warhammer! Which of the following did not claim its own emperor in the Age of the Three Emperors? Uh-oh. What's the Age of the Three Emperors? Uh-oh. What's this? Stirland, Nordland, Midlandland, Talabekland. Oh, Old World Emperor stuff. I don't know this. I don't know, Empire Stat. I don't know. It's Nordland. Bad moons are wealthy. Evil sons love speed. Blood axes like uniforms, camo, and tactics. What is the Death Skulls thing? I'm gonna guess it's skulls. Being lucky because of the color blue. Borrowing stuff from other orcs. Plundering the best scrap from the battlefield. All of the above. D? C? I mean, borrowing stuff and plundering stuff is like the same, right? So I'm gonna go with D too. You know, borrowing and plundering, basically the same thing. Yeah! I'm passing my Warhammer examinations. Which Imperial organization maintains the black ships? Maintains them? The Adeptus Arbide, the Adeptus Astra Telepathica, the Inquisition. Well, it has to be the Telepathica, because that's not the other ones. Right? Maintains the black ships. What does maintains mean? That's worded weird. Like, keeps them up to date or uses them? The Adept. I got it right! Heck you! I'm a real Warhammer fan and you're not! Which familiar is the best? Wait. This doesn't seem... This seems like up to... This seems up to personal choice. Sanctify your cherub with incentivizer, the skeletal familiar, Yvrane's Gearnix, Lotan's Octar. I don't know what some of those are. Yvrane's cat? Oh, I'll do the cat. The little crab is the best. Tiny skeleton. Lotan. Menisful can read. Oh. Okay. I think that was rigged. It's starting! It's starting! Can I get rid of the chat? How do you get rid of the chat? Okay, we don't care what chat says.
And welcome to this very exciting preview. This is the big summer Warhammer preview. I am Adam Trope. This is Eddie Eccles, and we're delighted to have your company.
Yeah, this is going to be a really cool preview. We've got stuff from loads of different game systems to show you, loads of Warhammer to talk about. We think about
this is
90
nice.
minutes of stuff.
This looks good.
Should run to about that long, depending on how fast we talk and how sidetracked we get by all the details. But yeah, for the next hour and a half or so,
the audio's okay.
Fill the air with loads of cool Warhammer things. We've got things to cover from Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Old World, Warhammer Necromunda, Warhammer Blood Bowl,
90 minutes
Warhammer
is
Horus
a lot,
Heresy,
yeah.
and Legions Imperialis. Have I forgotten anything?
Kill Team.
Warhammer 40,000.
Wait, why is there audio? Wait,
Loads of
what?
different systems. It's not every single system that we make. There are a few systems we couldn't quite squeeze in. So we haven't got any Warcry for you. We haven't got any Underworld.
Or Middle Earth.
We haven't got any Middle Earth.
No Middle
We'll have
Earth,
stuff on all of those game
Underworld.
systems in the not too distant future.
Absolutely. So keep your eyes on warhammercommunity.com if you want to hear about the news on those as it happens. Meanwhile, while the chat fills up and we get ready to kick off, there's a few things we normally do.
The
first
chat
thing
is
is
filled
that
up.
we ask
The
people
chat
in the
is
chat where
filled.
you're from. I was looking at the chat as people answered the...
I enjoyed the quiz.
The quiz was fun, right?
It was good fun.
Did you get any right?
The
Any
quiz
right?
I
was
got all of
great.
them right,
The quiz was
obviously,
great.
Adam.
Very
But
good.
I did also help write the questions, so I did have cheated a bit.
Perfect. I was doing all right myself. And I saw where some people are from. We've got people from Texas. There's
Canada.
people from all around the UK. A lot from Europe as well.
Me.
I saw some
Me,
France and some
Canada.
Germany. So wherever you are in this
Canada.
global Warhammer community, welcome to this preview.
Hey,
We're
Canada.
delighted that you
Me.
would choose to spend some time with us.
Canada.
Yep, absolutely. Are you doing any hobby recently, Adam?
I have. I've found doing hobby a bit hard. I've been very busy, and also the weather is
been a
complete
bit warm,
anathema
hasn't it?
to painting
Yeah.
right now here in the UK.
Okay.
We are getting burninated. But I have put together everything that was on the Space Marine side of my Armageddon box,
Nice.
She's such a
including sort of dark angeling. Is that a word?
Why not?
The
Yeah,
models
why not?
with some extra details and back banners and things like that. What about you?
Bit of Eldari,
Mm-hmm.
painting some of them. Doing a little bit of Caradrons on my painting table at the moment, and
Did you finish your cockfort?
I did finish my Cogfort. Yes,
Perfect.
had a good time with
Ooh.
it. I did
It
loads
was,
of
it was on
hobbies.
Warcom, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Nice.
He's
So,
a Dark Angel
meanwhile, the other
supporter.
thing I've
Let's
been doing to fill a little
go.
bit of my hobby time is I've been sort of theory hammering some army lists using the Warhammer 40,000
Yes,
app.
yes.
And I've been looking at. I saw somebody had made a really interesting little video on like Instagram or somewhere about how you could use the Fulgurist detachment, which is like land speeder centric. And so I'm trying to work out how I can synergize.
Yeah, the
that with all
Cogfort is
the
really
Raven
cool.
Things to make like
It's
a very
really cool.
fast-moving sort of attacking and deep striking in force. That could be really
Yeah, a
fun.
lot of people doing Warhammer 40,000 army list theorying. at the
Yeah, I've
moment,
been
aren't they?
caught up in
Yeah.
the wave. I think. What about
Adam
you?
is a known
Yeah,
Dark Angel
obviously, I've
supporter,
got,
and he has
one
an army
list
of them.
for every single
Oh,
faction
cool.
in 40K.
And you've played your first official
I've,
game of
I've
the new
played
edition.
one game, one official game of the new edition so far with my Eldar against some Tau.
You are undefeated.
They
with
will
time.
probably
So far, undefeated.
Perfect.
be doing
Gotta
Raven
love
Wing
it.
for sure. 'Cause they
Right.
buffed Raven
So,
Wing, right?
as we said, we've got loads of things to talk about throughout the course of this preview. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have a nice time. We are going to start off the show by going to the grim darkness of the far future, and we're going to talk about some things for Warhammer 40,000.
Okay,
So
40K.
here we are with Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon, the launch box for the new edition, sort of out there in the wild. It's worth talking about some of the things that are coming up. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is how new people to Warhammer might get started in the Warhammer 40,000 hobby with some Warhammer 40,000 starter sets. So here is the Warhammer 40,000 starter set. We've got one in the flesh. This is an enormous
that's a
box,
big box.
and is the perfect way if you've never played Warhammer 40,000 before and want to get started to jump straight into the hobby. Eddie, what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so we did know that some of the miniatures from the Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon set would be available in other sets in the future. This is one of the first places you'll be able to get hold of them. So in this, you effectively have a combat patrol of Space Marines, painted as Ultramarines, but you can paint them whatever colour you want. You've also got a combat patrol of Orcs. You've also got a battlefield of stuff to play across.
Wait, they
and
give you
effectively
terrain?
a combat patrol's worth of battlefield terrain for combat patrol. So like...
Yeah,
Combat
absolutely.
Patrol
This is
terrain? That's
essentially
really
everything you need
cool.
to get started with your first games of Warhammer 40,000 all in one box. All the models are push fit. The terrain's really easy to put together. It's got the game board and all of the pieces.
That's a really nice set to start with.
Put your terrain on, so you can just play straight out of this box if you want to.
Yeah, it's also got all the rules and stuff in there.
Absolutely. You've got your core rules
1,000
and
point game size terrain.
The guide for using the models that are in the box. So this is the first of the starter products that we're going to talk about right now, but there's more to come. So what if you wanted to get started in Warhammer 40,000, you don't want the 2-player launch set, and you just want maybe a starter set which focuses on one of the factions? Well, this is getting started with Space Marines and is the same combat patrol that you saw in the previous box. And it comes complete with the paints that you would need to do your first paint jobs on these models. I think it's 11 paints in the set.
I love this.
So you can,
I'm a big fan of this. I love this idea.
Yeah, and this is perfect if you've already got a gaming group, they've already got their box sets, they've split them all up, and you've got an odd number of players, and what if you want Space Marines, you can grab yourself this set and start playing straight away. This is your self-contained little starter set for Space Marines.
It will perhaps surprise nobody to know there is an orc equivalent of this.
Yes, this is almost exactly the same, but green.
Are orcs popular?
So you have the
There's so
combat
much
patrol
orc
for
stuff.
orcs,
I didn't
then
know
you've got
orcs
a
were
bunch
even
of
that
very orky
popular.
paints. So this is a great little set if you want to kick off an orc army.
Yeah, and I think one of the things to note here, you've already said it, but if you're just looking to sort of
Orcs are
join in
always
with an existing
popular.
group, or maybe just start one of these armies for the first
I
time.
like this because when I started, I had no idea what paints I needed at all. I asked my community.
Or if you just
But if I was just a random guy and I was
want
like, I want to play
reinforced
Warhammers.
Yeah, no kidding. There's
It's
another
very
way to get
overwhelming
started as
getting
well,
started
which
with
is this
painting.
introductory set, and I find this one to be quite exciting. You've got some Space Marines and some Orcs and some paints, and you can have a gaming experience, but it's really sort of a
I think this is a
first
great
steps into the
idea to
Warhammer
help
40,000
more people
gaming
get
and hobby
baseline
experience.
info
Yeah,
on
it's
how
a
to
little bit of
start.
everything. And the thing that's cool about this to point out is that while the other sets, the miniatures, are the same ones from the Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon set, these ones are brand new miniatures. So you've got 5 intercessors in there. You've got a Space Marine Lieutenant. It's been like a whole week since we had a new Space Marine Lieutenant. So
couldn't have come
had
soon
to
enough.
have one. And then you've got a new
Even like
unit
I
of
remember
Orc
Invincible
boys.
bought the
They are
wrong paints by
Orc boys are the
accident
same
when
kind of unit as
they
the ones
just
you get in
started, and
Armageddon,
I
but
did
they've got
that
different
too. So
poses.
this is
And
kinda
critically,
nice for
you've also got some
completely
heavy
new
and special
players.
weapons
Yeah, you've
in
got
the
a
Orc
big
squad.
shooter and a rocket launcher inside.
Absolutely.
That
So if you want to add in some extra shooting into your big orc mobs, you can, and all the characters are kind of new poses as well. So it's quite a cool little set.
I get
Very
really
cool
excited
set.
about
New
all the different
poses.
poses of intercessors, particularly these sort of push fit ones, to find them easy to build. And so I'm hoping somebody will split that set with me, Eddie. Just hinting. There you go. We're on. Right. There's also some paint sets. This is the paints and tool set. This would synergize perfectly.
Oh,
with
that's
that
nice
Warhammer 40,000
too.
starter set where you get the combat patrols. It's got 13 paints, clippers, mold line removing tool, and a brush. Everything you need to get started with your painting journey. If you've never painted Warhammer models
GW
before,
tools
this
are
would be a decent
awful.
pickup.
Yeah, this is a lovely little set. I started with a set a lot like this when I started playing Warhammer. You can paint
I still
almost
think it's
anything
nice
with
to
this
have
box
the
'cause you've
option
got
for
all your
people that
primary
have
colours and
choice
then
paralysis,
black and white
though,
and
you
your
know.
metallics and some really useful little tools. So this is just a really solid base for a paint.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want one a little more themed towards a particular army, you can start with this, which is very much like the set I
Boys
started
and
painting with
paints.
Warhammer, which was an Orcs paint set back in the day. This is boys and paints, so you've got 6 paints and a
Exactly,
brush
something
and
for a
couple of
parent to
Orc
buy a
boys and
kid
grot.
that takes out
Again,
like the
just dip your toe
research
into the painting
and
experience
decision
see how you get along.
paralysis
There's
you
a
make.
Space Marine equivalent, which is intercessors and paints. Again, 6 paints, a brush, and 2 Space Marine intercessors.
It's just nice to have an option. If you
Deep
already know
breath.
your
That was
hobby
a lot
tools, then
of
you don't have
ways
to
to
buy it. But if
start
you have
your
no
Warhammer
idea, it is
40,000
nice
experience.
to know,
I
and you
think
can always
it'd be a good
upgrade
time to,
later,
like, introduce
right?
your friends or the family member or relative or whatever that you want to like.
It's a
try and
really
convince to
good
play.
time to start playing
Yeah,
Warhammer 40,000 because
yeah.
it's a brand new edition out. Everyone's kind of in the same place. Everyone's learning the rules together. It's just the perfect time to hop in.
Nice, I love it. So it follows on quite nicely. We're going to talk about some terrain now. So we've got some really interesting terrain kits to point out and talk about. The
Ooh,
first
terrain.
is Combat Patrol Battle Zone. So this is all of the
I
terrain
don't even
you
have
see
God
here
clippers
in a
yet.
box, along with the game boards and the tiles to.
I have my
terrain
starter
prints to
army
put the terrain
painter
on. This
clippers.
is everything you need in one box to play a complete game of Combat Patrol.
Yeah. And if you've already bought the starter set, if you add this box onto the starter set, you effectively have a full
You
board's
too
worth
can
of
spend
terrain for something like an
$1,000 to
incursion
get
2,000
started
point
with
game of Warhammer
Warhammer.
40,000, or in a self-contained set,
You can buy
it is the
the
exact right amount of stuff to play
terrain,
combat.
you can buy
and
the
worth pointing out
paints, you
this-
can buy the
with this one,
tools, you can
this,
buy
like
the
models
box
in the starter
set.
sets are unpainted, so all of these terrain pieces they come on the.
Damn,
grey
that's gonna be
plastic
a lot of
you're familiar
money.
with, easy to put together, and then you can paint them in the color scheme that suits your board at home or your armies or whatever.
It
you
would be
like.
really nice
Yeah.
to have
This
terrain. I don't
set,
have terrain. Well,
Combat
I mean, I
Patrol
don't play that
set,
much
comes
yet,
in
but it
around
would
the
be
same
nice.
price as a Combat Patrol itself.
Perfect. Right. If you want to add more things to it, or you just want to focus on building a terrain board that suits your own preferences, we've got a few little terrain sets to talk about. This is the Manufactorum Ruins, which are those sort of classic building shapes that you often see on battlefields.
Oh, that's nice.
There's some of these in that Combat Patrol set that we just showed you before. There's more. There's also the galvanic network. This represents these power lines and things that run across
looks
the
cool.
sort of ash wastes of Armageddon, and is a wonderful way to bring some character to your battlefield. And then you've got the capacitor cluster here, which looks like it's writhing with electricity.
That would be fun to paint all the glow.
Servitor trapped in the console.
New things for Zephyr wishlist. I would really like some terrain. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not the best.
Now that I'm starting to learn combat patrol and 1,000 points.
Terrain all comes unpainted, and is all coming fairly soon down the pipe.
Oh, it says unpainted and fairly soon.
People that you've already talked about a little bit with Aiden on a video before, right?
That's absolutely right. Currently, all the terrain in my collection is Eddie painted.
Perfect.
Very soon, I will be able to also benefit from ready painted terrain. This is the new
ready painted terrain, yeah.
Ready painted Battlefield Armageddon box, and this is everything you need for a full incursion-sized game of Warhammer 40,000 in one box, and all of the terrain in this comes ready painted and ready to go.
Candles on my table for terrain. You know, it's all I had. Okay.
Absolutely loads of fantastic terrain, and we've got one here to open. So what we thought we'd do is actually just
they're
crack
gonna
one
do an
open and
unboxing
build one
live?
of the
Wait,
terrain
this is
pieces in
cool.
it, nice and quickly, to show you what it's like.
While Adam tells you about it, I'm going to build one of the terrain pieces in here to show you how quickly we
Get
can.
clipping, right? So what we've got is some nice pictures to show you
unboxing,
while
let's
Eddie gets
go!
feverishly to work. So here you can see what you're dealing with. Essentially, it is a full battlefield's worth of already
Warhammer
painted
does their
terrain.
first
Try and
hand
talk
cam
over the rummaging
stream.
and crashing of Eddie. The set comes with the game boards that you need. It has the terrain markers, so you know where to put your terrain pieces onto. And obviously,
Thank you for the 3 stream watch streak, Maverick.
Ready painted
Welcome.
to a brilliant standard. So if you are looking to just clip the things out,
Is
from
the Dark
frames,
Angels
put it
jersey
together
available
quickly,
now,
and
or
start
is
playing
or is that
Warhammer
like a teaser
40,000
for
on
upcoming
Battlefield,
merch? Because I don't keep
really
up with
good.
their merch.
This is a wonderful way to do it. It's going to be enormously popular with people who, like me at home. I've already got my own terrain board, but if I wanted to host a game night and I wanted maybe like 3 friends to come over so we could like play round robin
was saying he
style
ordered
games,
one.
this would enable me to do it nice and quickly. You can imagine gaming clubs and tournaments, and all of those people who have a need for a nice looking battlefield quickly are going to find this to be really exciting.
Feel free to hold that.
I'm
one
not
up.
fast
There
enough
you
to
go.
keep
I'll
up
show you
with
what
the
it looks like.
merch
Here you go. If we get a zoom
releases.
in on this. So this is a piece directly off of the frame that Eddie has just worked on.
Oh, that's
And you
beautiful.
can see the level of detail. You've got the fantastic glow effects around the sort of the lumens and the candles and so on. Inside, you can see the interior detail. Some within the sort of the walls, you can see this sort of chipped and very nicely done sort of corrosion dripping down the walls. Really is a very impressive piece of terrain.
Almost there. Almost there.
So now we've got 2. Now I always try and put these together too early, so I don't want to ruin doing it. So essentially, it just push fits. One of the things that we've discovered, the
that's
guys
nice,
who
is
run
push to
our
fit.
global events are really excited about this because it's going to enable
I'm
them
gonna
to put
message
together
Zephyr after
large
this.
battlefields very quickly, and you can also
I really need
unclip these
terrain.
things
I
when
mean, I
you're
don't
ready
need
to
it. You don't
and
need
put it
terrain, but
back
it would be really
into
nice
a
to have.
relatively
So I think-
small space.
Yeah, the
There
whole
you go.
thing actually, if you leave the kind of floors off, then the whole thing. Oh, I need to clip out those a bit.
We need to do a bit more clipping.
More
There you
clipping,
go.
tiny bit more clipping. If you take the floors out, the whole thing packs back into the box,
There you go.
pretty much.
Oh
So
wow, that's nice.
Which is nice if you're looking for somewhere to store your models.
It is really
think we're
cute. They're
almost
doing
there,
this
almost
live. This is fun.
So one of the things I think that's quite nice about this is I speed painted my entire battlefield, but it took me all of a Saturday to build and then all of a Sunday to speed paint, and it's still not of the same quality as the completion on this. And so you've done the first building in what the amount of time it's taken us to talk about this.
Wait, that was actually really fast.
And it really does look wonderful. You can see the
Oh,
bulkhead
you
door and
basically
everything
need terrain
inside
for
it.
the new edition
I
because
couldn't be more
the
excited.
mission's
Yeah, I think I'm pretty pleased
heavily
with this. I'm
involved
quite pleased
terrain.
with the effect I've got on some of the glow.
I mean,
there as
when I
well,
said I
and
don't
the
need
dry
terrain, I just
brushing.
mean like
Are
I
you
make
taking
up my own
credit for this
terrain
work?
with stuff
Yeah,
around the
I just
house.
made this. Sure, sorry.
Like tissue boxes
Nice. So
or
this is on
candles
its way later
or
in the year. It will come behind all of the other starter
shoe
products that we
boxes.
just talked
I don't know,
about.
whatever.
And so you're looking more towards the autumn time, or
You could
beyond,
just
right?
make it out of
Yeah,
cardboard
and in
yourself.
terms of price,
if you don't have
this
the
one
money.
comes in. It has twice as much terrain as the Combat Patrol Battlefield, and it comes in at a little bit more than the cost of 2 Combat Patrols.
There you go. So yeah, really exciting. Whew. Okay, so
Or Simp Up
we talked
Mountain,
about
and
all
she
of
just
the
eat.
start stations, talked about all of the
Wait, that
terrain, the
reminds
ready
me. I have a
paint
story
terrain,
for you
very
after
exciting.
this.
I guess we should talk
about
a little
Simp
bit about
Up and
the things that are
miniatures.
coming along with the first codex of
Yeah,
11th
we should
edition.
probably do that.
So it's time to look at some
Ooh,
orcs.
first codex.
Some wheels.
Orcs. It's the boys.
A truck. I got all the trucks. Big trucks, bigger trucks, the best trucks. They's got all the gubbins and guns. Grabbing tools, rammy bits, shooters, rockets, you name it. Remember, Walking is for gigs and grots. Go fast or
These trucks
go
look
on.
really cool.
May explode when fired upon. Safety of transported boys is not
Orc
guaranteed.
trucks.
That was fun. It's a good time to be an orc this year, isn't it?
It is a
They are
good
getting
time to be an
absolutely
orc player.
spoiled.
It
We can
is.
confirm today the first codex is orcs,
Mm-hmm.
and alongside the codex, there are a whole bunch of new miniatures. One of the most exciting miniatures on its way is that new truck and that new mech, which are on their
Should we
way.
talk about the mech first?
Let's do the mech first. So, orc mechs,
Orcs
those of you who know orcs will know, these are the mechanics that basically put together all of the weird and
Oh, he's
wonderful
got a little winch
creations
chain
that's
on
going to
him.
battle alongside your orcs. They are surprisingly good at
Odd
science.
boys with the
Yeah.
innate knowledge to just make awesome things out of scrap.
Gene-coded, innate, kind of inherited knowledge in terms of how to
That
make
is so
things
cute.
like teleporters and trucks and guns and
I
shooters.
wish I had
and-
those skills.
Yeah, I
I'd be
mean,
much
you know,
more
if you
useful
apply
on
yourself,
that.
I'm
I
sure you
really
could do it.
like this.
But yeah,
I
this
really
is a really
like
cool
this.
miniature. It has a kind of really thematic. He's
Oh,
got
look
a
at
kind
the
of
wrench.
spanner clobber thing there. He's got his slugger. But the thing that he really does is kind of bring with him all of the awesome machines that make Orc Army so fun.
Literally
to play.
orc
in one
mechanic.
So with
Yeah.
no further ado, let's talk about the truck then, which is maybe the star of that show. This is the new orc truck.
Oh,
It's
that
an
looks amazing.
evolution
That
of
looks
the
really
classic orc
good.
truck that you know and love. A little bit bigger, a few more options, and is really just wonderful to look at. It comes with a variety of options.
Look
in
at the
terms of
claw
weapon mounts.
hand.
You've
That's
got
so
the,
cool.
the big shooter. You've got the rocket launcher. You have options for a grabber claw and a buzzsaw.
A
And all of those can be swapped
buzzsaw!
in
What?
positions on the top, so that you
Oh
can build
my
different
God.
configurations to have some great variety as you're making. your
That's
trucks.
so freaking
Yeah, this is a
cool.
phenomenally cool miniature.
Wow.
Like the current truck is really cool, right? The
Absolutely.
truck
Oh,
that is in current
Cora!
Orc armies is a perfectly good vehicle, but it's been with us for a long time now, right? Like it's
I
been
love
what,
it. I
15
love it.
something
It is a
like that.
very
Yeah, it's
Mad
been around for a
Max
while.
vehicle.
This is a beautiful reinvention of it. The thing that really makes this is the fact that you can build it in so many different ways. Where the pintle mount goes, where the close combat weapon goes, how the boys are positioned, what the driver looks like.
Oh,
Even
that
based on
is
the
so
screen,
cool.
see the way
You
it
can
looks
make
like
them
it's going around
totally
the corner, 'cause
different
You can alter the look of the
from the
Yeah,
system.
you
same
can kind of
kit.
play with where the wheels are, and I think especially if you've gone for a really heavy sort of Evil Sons or Speed Freak style army,
Yeah.
and you want to have a bit of variety in your force, this one kit with no changes at all from what comes in the box can be built enough times that you would never need to replicate what a single truck looks like.
That's really cool.
So we've got a couple
I
here
love
on
that.
the desk. The one I'm most excited by is the one with this awesome looking skull prow at the front. It just looks so like mean and orky. This
Yeah,
sort
it
of whole
does.
skull motif for the orcs is so iconic.
With its gaping maw.
Yeah, really fantastic. Now, what we wanted to do, the reason we brought these along, is so I can sandwich this little guy in
make some
between them
space in the parking
and
lot
just
there.
show you, if you've already got some orc trucks in your collection, how nice they're going to look. Don't want to mangle the models, Adam. I know, right? So this is how it looks with the classic truck in between. It's a really
Oh,
good look.
okay.
I think
Yeah,
people are
if
going to
you've
be very
already
happy.
got
nice,
some trucks in
yeah.
your army,
It-
you
you
can
can work
absolutely
with
keep
your
them
old trucks.
alongside these new ones. I think there's something to be said for an orc army. It's got a bit of a ramshackle look to it. So you could replace them completely,
wrecking
or if
ball
you want
is
to have a
cool.
mix, that's absolutely fine.
haven't seen the
but I
old-
think the new
old
ones
truck.
just bring. They just look great. They got so many cool options.
Yeah, I agree.
They're gonna
They
look
look so
Nice.
cool.
So that's a couple of fantastic brand new kits coming for the orcs. There's more on the way that people might be able to learn about through the progress of the Deathmire.
Yeah,
events.
that's right. So there's lots of orc stuff still to come. Some of the stuff we're showing you today, some of it will be revealed potentially if the orcs do well in the Siege of Deathmire campaign that's currently running. So if you want
Oh.
to see some more orcs, play some games, send in your results, and you
Oh,
might
I
get to see some more
forgot.
very, very soon.
They're doing
There are
that.
a few other boxes to talk about today, though. We've got the other stuff from Armageddon as well.
Yeah, that's right. So essentially, if you wanted to pick up some of the things from Armageddon or duplicate them, we're going to be releasing the Dakar rig separately, the War Track separately, and the Weird Boy separately, and also the other sort of command staff. Is that the right word for an orc?
Sure, why not?
So
Big Mech
the Banner Knob,
Dakar.
the Big Boss, and the Pain Boy will be released in a command crew set as well. So there's a whole bunch of extra stuff to come. We should probably talk a bit about the codex
I
itself,
completely
though, right?
ignored the results.
So obviously this is the first
Sounds like a
codex of
streamer.
11th edition, and it heralds something really exciting in
Orcs
terms of a
codec.
format change for Warhammer 40,000 codexes. So here you can see
Okay, what's
it's
the
contained in a
change?
slipcase, and we've got one live in front of you. So it's a perfect bound book, slightly smaller than the
Oh,
codexes
it's
in terms of the height.
It's a soft cover.
But it is really thick and is packed with an incredible amount of orky content.
178 pages it is.
Perfect.
Whoa.
And, the first thing that I would like to just eulogize on is how incredible the lore section for this is. We are talking a really thick lore section, which is everything you would want to know about the orcs and how they operate. It's got
That's
a gatefold map. You
nice.
can see it here, which is the orky perspective on the galaxy, all the places that the orcs are
Yeah, it looks
fighting,
like
all
they're
the different
changing their
wars that are taking
codex as
place.
a soft
But there's a
cover.
lot more to it than that.
But
It
they
talks
have
about
a
the orcs, where
sleeve,
they
I
come from, how
guess.
they fight, their culture, the different clan structures. literally the most
Ooh, the art
complete
is
guide
nice
on
in
orcs you
it.
could hope for, and perhaps the most information on orcs there's ever been in one place. Every unit gets its own full bestiary section, for example.
Oh, so they're like
Information on the glyphs,
redoing the
information on,
codexes
like,
to
what
include
clan
more
icons and things
history and
like. It's
background
really
on
great.
them.
But also, some people might be
That's
interested
kind
in the
of
rules.
nice
Yeah,
to
so
have.
one of the big changes to the
Everything in
rules
one
in this
spot.
codex versus the previous ones was in the last edition, there was quite a lot of rules in your codex, but quite a lot of them you couldn't use in all the different types of games. So if some of it you could only use in Crusade games, for example, all of the rules in this codex, and there are at least as many rules in this one as there were in the last one, you can use in every type of game. One of the ways that manifests, you'll immediately notice, is the amount of detachments that you get to play with. There are 15 different orc detachments in this codex.
That's loads of ways to use
Loads of
your
different ways to put
Whoa!
your army together, ranging from lots of different sizes. in
Orcs
terms of
have that many
detachment points.
detachments?
It gives
Holy
you a huge variety of different ways that you can potentially put an army together. Some of these you could probably guess at the themes. There are like some fast ones, some stompy ones.
Yeah, the
some all
Flyboys
of-
gives itself away, doesn't
Right,
it?
like so there's some ones you could probably guess at, but there'll be loads of brand new ways that you could put together
Yeah,
an orc army that's just
rule-staying
never been possible
codexes.
before, and it gives you a sense of
They're just
what
making more
codexes will
rules and
feel like in the new
codexes?
edition, where
I
they
guess.
will bring this huge variety of list building opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's more to it than just the detachments. Obviously, the rules have been looked at by the Warhammer rules team, and they've come up with some things. This is the army special rule, essentially, isn't it?
Yeah, so WAR, right? You can't have
Warg.
you can't have an orc codex without a WAR. The WAR rule has changed a little bit, so there'll be some things that are familiar. There's some slight changes. It still allows you to run and charge, but it now lets you re-roll that run as well.
Oh.
It also lets you have assault on all of your weapons, which is a thing it didn't used to do. So that means that if you've gone for a very shooty army, so like speed freaks, you've got loads of like bikes and buggies and things.
Yeah, we're going
that-
to stand back.
That's
with the
nice to
flash kit.
re-roll
yeah,
advanced
that's immediately
rolls.
really useful. And it also gives you the riled up ability, which triggers all sorts of things across all the sorts of different bits of the codex, where other units will become more powerful, and you still get that invulnerable save as well to make your.
It's a
orcs-
really great.
It's a
army rule, isn't it?
really good rule. For one turn of the game, you'll have a great turn every single game.
Yeah, and then all of the units within the codex have had their data sheets looked at. So here's the truck that we just showed you before, and you can see what's gone on with it. So you can see the different weapon options and things. To give you a
Rocket
sense
launcher,
of, what it means for your
blaster,
codex.
rocket launcher,
Yeah,
blaster.
so what you'd expect, it still kind of has a similar-ish stat line to what the truck does at the moment. It is a kind of medium-sized vehicle. The things that you'll notice are that it has more weapon options than it used to. So you've got options there for different combat weapons, different shooting weapons.
And piling out is quite a nice
Yeah,
thing, isn't it?
you've got a really cool little mechanic where if an enemy unit gets nearby, something like a unit of fire dragons or eliminators or something is ready to kind of ready to kill your truck, you can pile the boys out, ready to kind of countercharge or to avoid being caught in the explosion or something like that. It's a really useful little rule that's got some quite neat little tactical plays you can do with it. So I think trucks are going to be very useful.
Yeah, perfect. And then in terms of other data sheets that have been looked at, it'd be worth looking at the Orc Boys, who really have had something of a stat line glow up, it's fair to say.
Yeah,
Oh, they got
there's a lot
buffed.
going on this data sheet, and I think I would recommend if you've got an orc army,
Jesus
take a
Christ, that's a
screenshot.
lot
Yeah,
of weapons.
now is the moment to record this.
There's the first thing you'll notice is there's loads of weapon options. So one of the things we got asked a lot about the Armageddon box was, is that all the options that the orcs will have in the new edition? It absolutely isn't. You've got loads of different choices.
In fact, more than you've had recently.
More than I think you've ever had for an orc unit. You've got some classic stuff returning. So you've got a burner back in this
Big
unit
fan
now,
of not having a roll to hit.
which is pretty cool. You've got loads of different options for your boss's weapon. And the thing I want to draw your attention to is almost kind of tucked away right at the bottom of that stat line there is the strength of a basic orc boy is now 5. And that is
Such bad use of
that
space
is an
marines.
across the codex update to your orcs. Every single orc is at least strength 5 all of the time now.
Jesus
so
Christ.
that goes for boys. It also goes for your kind of beast snaggers.
That's
and all of
strong.
the things like your knobs and warbusters and everything get a commensurate increase as well. So your already pretty scary orcs get even scarier all the time in close combat.
Fantastic. I think
Yeah,
it
they're
just
stronger
looks
than
like a
Marines.
load of great information. I'm really excited
I'm going to
about
have a
this
great
codex.
time with this codex.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
gonna
Are
have a really
orcs
good-
like
And it heralds something really
needing
interesting.
these
The last
buffs?
thing
Because
to talk
holy
about
shit,
with
they
the
are getting
codex
buffs
is,
like crazy.
obviously, in the back of it, it includes the code that you will put into your Warhammer 40,000 app to unlock and access the rules. It does something else on top of that. This is kind of like your passport to ongoing content for your Warhammer 40,000 Orc Codex throughout its lifespan. There will be regular drops of lore.
They're just the
and
first to
rules
get it.
so
Everyone's
that you
going to
can
get new
continue
buffs and
to,
rules.
Get great stuff out
I mean,
of your codex
going to
as,
strength 5 is
the
pretty
time continues.
big.
They've given us a sneak peek into some of the stuff that's coming, and it sounds
What a
both
great time to
really
be a
cool
green
and
skin.
really thematic. So I'm quite excited to see what happens with that. And then I imagine all the other codexes that follow.
Yep, absolutely.
Perfect. So, yeah, the first codex coming down the pipe is Warhammer 40,000 Orcs, and it looks amazing.
Do stick around. We have more Warhammer 40,000 for you later in the preview.
Yes,
as
yeah,
well.
we'll be returning
Later.
to the 41st millennium later on in the show. For
Okay.
now, though, we're going to segue into something which is quite interesting. We've talked a lot about ways to get people who are new to Warhammer started with Warhammer 40,000. So let's talk for a little bit about the Warhammer Academy.
Warhammer Academy? What's that? We're camping! Somebody sent those nerds into the wilderness to go camping.
Wise wizard beneath the mountain. We are
Oh.
in search of enlightenment.
Some D&D stuff.
Long and difficult has been our journey, and many things are still hidden from us.
Tell me what you seek.
What is the difference between the Black Rage and the Red Thirst?
How do you get decals to lay smoothly on a Space Marine's shoulder?
Yeah.
And how exactly do you use command points?
Ah! So you seek to learn the ways of Warhammer.
Okay. Wow, it's a laptop. Yay! We all start somewhere. Guides, first steps into
So,
World
why
Warhammer.
Wizard Beneath the Mountain? What is the Warhammer Academy?
I'm so glad you asked, Eddie. Warhammer Academy is a really exciting thing that we've been working on behind the scenes here at Games Workshop for a while now, and is the perfect way to answer the question, how do I get started with Warhammer?
Damn,
The
they are
idea is that
really
people can come to this
targeting the
website,
new
which is
player
free to use,
right
and
now.
they can get
I
guided
mean, it's
first
good,
steps
but, like,
on how to
holy.
begin exploring Warhammer. So there's going to be at launch like well over 100 videos, which are all video lessons that deal with the
You're
lore
their
and
target,
collecting,
Stim.
with
They saw
painting
all
and
the
modelling,
VTubers
and
learning about
gaming
Warhammer, and they're
to
like,
get you on
haha,
your first
new
step.
target
Throw
audience.
this costume on to get you started on your sort of first steps through Warhammer. When the website launches, it will focus on Warhammer 40,000 to coincide alongside all of these new starter products, so that people can like experience Warhammer for the first time and go through sort of learning all about the
Perky and
universe and
Luton
what the
did
factions and
this.
the armies
I
are,
think
and,
VTubers
really
did
going on that same
this.
journey that we've all been when we've been able to sit down
And
with somebody
Perky.
who's told us all about what Warhammer is. And then the painting team have put together these amazing videos that start really basic and then go all the way through to some really great techniques that will have your army looking
But
fantastic.
then also, like,
And then the
think
gaming
about
side
Warhammer
takes it from
40k
the
Total
assumption you've
War.
never
That's
played
going
a
to bring
game
in
of
a lot of
Warhammer
new
before,
players from the
and
Total War
takes you all
fan
the
base,
way through to
possibly
playing your
too.
first games of Combat Patrol, which we played and had a lot of fun with. And so you should be able to have a wonderful experience if you are completely new to Warhammer or there's
And Space
somebody
Marine
in your
2.
life that wants
Yeah.
to get started.
They have a lot
This
of
is a
stuff
wonderful
that's
thing
been
to point
popping
them
off
towards
that's
when we
really
launch it,
put their name out
and,
there. So
they'll
lots
be
of
able
new
to
people
take
are
their first
finding
steps.
them.
If you want to sharpen your own skills, we talk about, as we've been working on the Academy, the idea that you can build your skills, your confidence, and your experience to get the most out of this wonderful Warhammer hobby that we all enjoy. And so the whole purpose of this Academy, which is free to use, is to just get on board and sharpen
That's
those
nice. It's
skills
free
and
to
your
use. I
confidence
was
and have
worried
great
for a
time.
second.
Sounds wonderful.
Nice. And the releases alongside those Warhammer 40,000 starter sets that we talked about previously. So not long now, a month or so, and then you'll be able to see Warhammer Academy for yourself.
Wow, a month or so. That's fast. Okay,
Perfect.
that's
I'm really
nice.
excited.
I will be
Right.
watching them,
Now I'm
to
going
be
to get out of this
honest.
costume, and while we do, let's travel to the old world.
Oh, Old World. Cool. Oh, cool. The Army of Grand Cathay. Ooh, no new Cathay models. All new Warriors of Chaos. Oh, cool! Cool! Damn! Oh my God! What the? Holy shit! Chaos looks good. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! The Chaos
Welcome
looks so
back.
good.
I've
Holy
returned to normal,
shit!
and we are now thrilled by
I
some
want the
news
Warriors
for
of
Warhammer:
Chaos.
The Old World. That was a great looking box of
The
miniatures.
knight?
There's a lot to talk about. We've got some of the models here to get close-ups on in a little while. For now, let's dive into that new two-player box for Warhammer:
it's
The
a
Old World.
two-player
This
box.
features two armies going head-to-head. You have the army of Grand Cathay going up against the Chaos Warriors. So within it, you will see.
Shit,
in a
this was
moment,
targeted
the
directly
Cathay Force.
towards
This is
me.
Grand Cathay. They're fairly recent additions
they're
to
quite new
Warhammer the
miniatures,
Old
aren't
World.
they, these ones?
And this is an army you'll have already seen before. So you've got the Jade Warriors, you've got the Jade Lancers, units that you'll be familiar with. And they're taking a big part in the sort of ongoing struggles in the Old World at the moment. They've dispatched an enormous force to aid against the Chaos invasion that's taking place. It's a beautiful army. You've seen it before. The showstopper for this new box is the wonderful new range of all plastic Warriors of Chaos.
Oh my god, I love them. I love them.
Of this box set. So here you can see the Chaos Warriors themselves.
Yeah, this is an amazing update to your Warhammer Old World Warriors of Chaos. Warriors of Chaos, of course, one of the archetypal villains, one of the archetypal visuals, really, of Warhammer, the Old World. This is a really cool
the
army.
Armor's done
all the
so
bits in this are
well.
multi-part, and these are
And the
all
fur
brand new
capes.
plastic miniatures.
And
Yeah,
the little
absolutely.
chains.
So the Chaos Warriors are kind of the mainstay of the Warriors of
chains.
Chaos Army. These are elite heavy infantry in the best armor that you can get in Warhammer the Old World, and they stride forward in ranks of hard-to-kill warriors, and they will deal punishment when they get there. Of course, they are but part of this new force. The other part, and perhaps the most iconic of the Warriors of Chaos units.
Sorry,
are the Chaos
I'm
Knights.
getting excited.
These
The
are
Chaos Knights.
Super elite.
I'm buying
heavy
these. I'm
cavalry.
buying
Inside
these.
this
I'm
new
buying
box, you
these
get
immediately. I'm
4
buying them.
Chaos Knights. It's a classic size if you remember days of yore. You're going back in time a long way now.
Holy
when
shit!
Chaos
Even
Knights
the
used to often feature
horses. Look at
units of 4.
the
So
barding
you
on the
have,
horses.
what you'd expect: a champion, a musician, a standard bearer, and then an additional knight.
Oh, they
can
look
be swapped out
so
with the lance that
good.
you see here in the picture.
And
so
you can
do
add
bigger
into the
units.
unit, obviously, and
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
it bigger.
You get 4 in the box. You'll be able to get more as time goes on. So if you want to build bigger units of Chaos Knights, you certainly will be able to. Chaos Knights are some of the hardest hitting and most dangerous cavalry units in all of Warhammer.
They're also just like almost the archetypal heavy cavalry, right? Like when you build an army for Warhammer the Old World, you're like, well, I can take a charge, but could I take a charge from Chaos Knights? Like the absolute pinnacle of the hardest hitting unit. So lots of people very keen to include this unit in their army. If you've got a Chaos Force, so almost never see a Chaos army without a unit of Chaos Knights. They're just so effective.
But he was going to
And then
point
the
it out
force is
anyway
led
because
by
of how
some
ridiculous
champions
it
of chaos.
was.
You have one on
The
foot and
video
one on a
is
horse.
5
This
days
one here you can see is
old.
modelled as a battle standard bearer.
I have to show this to
The
him.
kit
I mean, I'm
contains
sure he's
enough
watching.
options that you can swap
maybe he's
around
not.
the things. So in a moment, as we see the screen progress, you'll see some of the things you can do. It
Holy
also has
shit.
a chaos,
Look at that. Look at that big
champion
boy.
on a demonic mount. This is my favourite model in the set. It is
I
beautiful
love
and
it
it's a
so
really iconic
much.
image of a
I think
chaos
it looks like the
Dude,
artwork
he's so
of Chaos Warriors from
chunk.
some of those old Warhammer Fantasy
yeah.
army books, and the miniatures have finally got to the point where they can capture like the thing that you sort of imagined that Chaos Warriors you wanted them to look like all those years ago. It's just such a cool kit. I love the standard bearer as well. I think this
I
champion
don't play
kit is
Old
one
World,
of the best
but
sort of
I really
hero
want
kits
those knights,
that
like,
Warhammer's
really
yet
bad.
released.
Yeah, I don't have a Chaos Army.
I just
Warhammer,
wanna
never
build
have,
them and
but I
paint
would
them and
really
display
like to get my
them.
hands on that model. I think it just works beautifully. So let's talk for a little bit about that box. It's a 2-player core box for Warhammer the Old World. It's essentially what you need to start playing Warhammer the Old World if you haven't before. It's an enormous box.
Such a nice painting project,
It also contains
that
the
would be so
rulebook
fun to paint.
and a muster list. The rulebook is the same rules as you currently use for Warhammer the Old World. So if you're
that's
sat
nice.
there worrying that this is going to change the rules that you're playing with, it won't. The difference really with this rulebook and the rulebook you already have, if you're already playing the Old World, is that the erratas and things that exist online are woven into this. So that should make life a little
You
bit
can
easier.
bring just this book, and you don't need to worry about any other documents. Or anything. You
Exactly.
can just have
And
them.
then further to that, it has an additional section called Battle March. We'll talk more about that.
Oh,
in
I
a little
still
I
bit.
saw
Happy
another miniature
kisses.
when we were showing off some of that.
Yeah,
chaos
we'll
stuff.
just talk about the muster list before we go. Muster list is the rules for the models that are in the box. There you go. This is how to play Warhammer all in one handy box. And
That
it's
is
very
nice.
exciting
That box
and
is really
continues
nice. I kind of want the
thing that
box.
you know
I
enough.
don't need the box.
Let's talk dragons, Adam.
Yeah, let's talk dragons. We're all very excited.
Wow,
this might
look
be
at
my
the
favorite thing in
dragon.
the entire preview. It is such a show-stopping model.
Oh,
this
so
is
pretty.
the Warriors of Chaos, Lord on Chaos Dragon, and there's so much to talk about.
Oh,
Eddie?
the
You
two
just get the sense
heads.
of the size of it just from that shot where it was already taller than the 3-story building
Yeah,
that
no
were behind
kidding.
it. It is an absolutely enormous, phenomenally cool miniature
Wow.
for Warhammer the Old World. I think probably the biggest monster we've had released yet.
It's got to be right up there, and there have been some fantastic kits since Warhammer the Old World launched. There's things to talk about. The first, I want to just wax lyrical on how cool Chaos Dragons are. We've seen
Look
this
how big
image
it
before
is.
of Chaos
It's
Dragons with
huge.
two heads. There used
That
to be
was Tim
a
Puppy.
special character. Chaos
Yeah,
Dragon.
Garak the
I'm
Chaos
holding her
Dragon, which
next
was
to
the
the
kind of one
mic.
that had eaten the Lord of Change, and then before that you had Von Horstmann,
That's right,
who
yeah.
was the kind of former College of Magic in the Empire
There you
character
go.
who was on a 2-headed Zinchian dragon. But that's a long time ago. We've never had a plastic version of it. A plastic two-headed Chaos Dragon has been a long time coming. And I think even though we've waited decades for it, this is worth the wait. This is a really cool model.
It's also what we sometimes call a two for kit in that you can make a different option with it. So you've seen the Chaos Lord. This is a Sorcerer Lord. And there's some differences. The first is the Rider, obviously. He's now a hunched and wizened Chaos Sorcerer, which is a powerful unit in its own right. It can be up to a level 4 wizard. He's not bad in a fight. He's backed up by a two-headed Chaos Dragon. Everything you would want
you're not going to kill him with a light cavalry unit, are you?
No, absolutely not. Additionally, there's some slight differences with the dragon itself. You'll notice that this one has sort of different frills and things. So if you wanted 2 dragons, you could have different riders on them and they would look a bit different. And then with a little bit of sort of paint magic, what you've got is 2 very striking, different looking
That's really
dragons
cool.
in the army. Very exciting centerpiece model. The images that the video team put together here
does it include,
capture its majesty.
Does it include the Sorcerer version and the other version, or are they separate?
So you can see it looming over some of these new Chaos Warrior models.
Yeah, one of the things we haven't mentioned as well is just next to the Chaos Dragon, just below
it is a dual build.
Whichever one you don't
That's
build.
really nice.
So if you build the Chaos Lord on the dragon, you get a Chaos Sorcerer Lord on foot. And if you build the Sorcerer Lord on the dragon, you get a Chaos Lord on foot. So whatever way you build
That's nice.
you get.
Oh man, I want the dragon.
So this is the Sorcerer Lord that you would get if you build it with the Chaos Lord, and then this is the Chaos Lord on foot if you build it with the Sorcerer.
I want the dragon. I want the dragon. I want the dragon. I want the knights, and I want the terrain.
Really a great kit. You can see all the other things.
The size of it as well. I mean, these are big models, right? The Chaos Knights are not small cavalry models, and this is about 4 times the height.
I might get the full box.
So it's a
man,
big
I kind of want the box too.
And also, just phenomenally good in the game as well.
But
like
I have no one to play Old World with. It feels like
is up there with the very
a
best units in all of Warhammer: The Old World. There's almost nothing that can go toe to toe.
I just want to, before we move on from Chaos Warriors, have a look at the back of the Chaos Champion on horse. You can see all of this amazing extra detail. He's got like fur under his saddle. He's got like heads hanging from chains. Like the detail on these models is just wild.
I love Old World. It's my game of heart.
Actually, about these Chaos Warriors particularly is that these are Chaos Warriors designed for Warhammer:
I'm
The
tempted.
Old World.
I'm
So they're meant
tempted.
to look like the logical extension.
Playing in a tournament on the 11th. There are a lot of people in the Stindom who play Old World, actually.
Yeah.
From the north,
there's still a little bit of that kind of like barbarian raider vibe to them. They've got the look of someone
I do have
who's
Miao
kind of
Ying
walked
too,
out
and
of
the
Arctic
dragon.
north of the Warhammer world.
Her dragon form.
So that
She's about to ransack the Old World.
Absolutely, yeah.
You've got to love it. Right. Obviously, alongside the new core box, people might want to get their hands on some other things that would be useful. So here you can see common magic items and laws of magic. These are cards which enable you to do quick reference as you're playing your games and can be very useful. They're not required, obviously. The rules. For
Do
this
they have an
exist
Old
inside the
World
book.
fantasy app
There's also
like the
another thing that
40k
we
app
said we
for
would
playing?
talk about a little bit. This is Battle March, the General's Companion. Now, Battle March is a new way to play games of Warhammer: The Old World.
Oh,
the way
not
this
yet,
works is that
no.
you build smaller forces,
That'd be
not
nice.
unlike Spearhead or Combat Patrol, between 400 and 700 points.
That'd be nice
and
if
then
they
you
did.
unleash them in
They have AOS in
games that
40K.
are quicker to
Oh,
play
okay.
and more straightforward. There's some rules in this companion which sort of detail how you make your force. So there's some
You don't want to be
limitations on what you can and
contained.
can't take
You
and
don't
some
want to make
requirements.
kisses.
And then there's different scenarios to play. The rules for Battle March are in the new rulebook, and there's those rules and more information and more scenarios and ways to play are found inside this Battle March General's Companion.
She's trying to escape.
So whichever one you want
She's
to take
trying to
as your
escape.
option in, you can start playing. I don't know,
This
like
place is a
lunchtime leagues or maybe
prison.
like
Your
a campaign
forehead
across the
kisses are
weekend with, like,
poison.
quick
Let
turnaround
me out of
runs.
here, mother. I
Or if
must
you've just
eat
started
baby
an army for the
birds.
first time and you maybe haven't got enough to play a full-size game, you can
Yeah,
still
absolutely.
play with a smaller force.
Yes. Now, to help you with that, they are releasing the first of Battle March armies. So this is the Warriors of Chaos and Grand Cathay Battle March armies, and they contain a variety of units deliberately designed to give you a good Battle March experience. And you could totally add these to the new box, and then you have nice big armies if you wanted to play
Yeah,
larger
we were
games too.
talking about if you add either of these boxes onto your the new sets coming out with the Warriors of Chaos and the Army of Grand Cathay, and then you add something like a monster like a two-headed dragon,
Yeah, or a Cathayan dragon.
or a
perhaps,
Cathayan
yeah.
dragon, you've pretty
Oh,
much
it's like
got
they
an army
planned
ready
this.
to go.
Yeah.
These are
It's like
really
they
lovely
planned
places to
this
start
release.
a force, or just a really good way to bolt on loads of troops onto an army.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
The
also more
synergies.
coming for the Old World. This is the Arcane Journal, The March of Chaos. This continues the narrative that we're seeing unfold
Hi,
in the Old
Mac.
World at the moment. The Chainbreaker, this Chaos Lord, is descending from the north with an enormous throng. They're ploughing through the northern provinces of the Empire. even the forces of Grand Cathay have been called in, volunteered themselves to come in and try and stave off this invasion, and it's a grim affair. Magic is being fired around everywhere, so that card deck is for magic ploys, which the winds of magic are blowing so furiously that there's loads of different magic escapades and things to get on with. It's a really good time to be playing Warhammer Old World right now.
It is actually. They've done a lot of support for Old World. It's been nice to see.
Different invasions leading up to a big war. Some would say a great war.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I like that. That was a good deep cut if you know your Warhammer history. So, slight segue. It's not quite the Old World, but it's very similar. Let's talk about Blood Bowl for a minute.
Blood Bowl?
Blood Bowl is the game of fantasy
football.
Still
have not played
and there
Blood
are some
Bowl.
really exciting things to show with the release of the new Spike Journal. This is Spike Journal 22. Blood Bowl 7s is the theme. What's Blood Bowl 7s? I hear you ask. Well, I'm glad you did. There you go. Perfect. Blood Bowl 7s is essentially a way of playing Blood Bowl, which is akin to like rugby 7s or five-a-side football.
Is that Beastmen on the cover of Blood Bowl?
Games on a smaller pitch. It's very frenetic. It really changes quite a lot of the tactics and the ways that you would play, and makes for a entirely different and very fun experience. You get 4 of your positionals in this game, so you've got quite a lot of skills and things on the tabletop.
Look at that.
And it's just a lot of fun.
Look at that
I'm
artwork.
excited for this.
Nice.
But I'm even more excited for what we're about to show you.
They even have
which is some
cheerleaders?
fantastic new Blood Bowl miniatures. The first of which is a new big one available for several teams. This is the Rat Ogre.
I love this model. I think the thing that I most love about it is if you look
this.
at his shoulder, he has a little rat with a piece of cheese and a flag on his head.
That is beautiful, but is it better or as good as a rat wearing a gas mask and carrying a lump of warpstone?
It's very close, and I think
That
you'll
is
have to make that
so
decision for
cute.
yourself
Oh
so
my
you
God.
get hold of your own rat ogre. I think the cheese
could
takes
build your rat ogre without either of those rats, but boo.
I mean, you could if you wanted to not have a rat on his shoulder. I guess you could do that.
The funny thing is,
does anyone want that?
This is also a great model, but if you're not taking one of the rats,
That's
I think,
amazing.
you've gone mad.
What a great
This
model.
is available for a number of teams. Obviously, you can use it in the Skaven team, but also the Underworld Denizens and the Chaos Renegade
He's
team.
cheese to meet
if you want some real muscle,
Nice
go in
to
there and
squeak
just
ya,
clobber the enemy,
as
break the
Arisa
enemy
would
lines
say.
that your team can run through.
You've
and
got
score
some
goals.
mutation options in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the little gas mask
Speaking of
rat.
big
He's
ones,
very
there's
cute.
another one on the way. This is a Minotaur.
Or Minotaur.
Yeah, absolutely. This is another one of those iconic, heavy-hitting Blood Bowl units, and it's again available for a variety of Blood Bowl teams. You can use it in the Chaos Chosen, you can use it in the Chaos Dwarf list.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's all coming up, Stim. It's all coming up, Stim. Let's go.
Yeah, so this one here on the screen at the moment, rather than hands or even hooves, has got kind of scorpion claws.
Why catch the ball, right?
Yeah, he's not going to do much catching, but he
That's
might
so
do
cool.
even better.
What a
clobbering
cool
than
model.
regular
What a
Minotaur.
cool model.
Yeah, no kidding.
Damn.
Now, those are wonderful. The thing I'm most excited about, not just for this Blood Bowl reveal, but maybe in all of Blood Bowl, is our next reveal.
He is your favourite, Adam.
Morgenthau is my favourite thing about Blood Bowl. I absolutely
call
love
him
him. He's been
Moogles.
an iconic character right from the start. There is a new multi-part plastic Morgenthau model coming, and he is wonderful. The kit enables you to make
cool.
one of 3 very iconic designs. Here you can see the Reichland Reavers one, which really sort of connects to that iconic artwork that we're used to seeing with Morg. Here is another version. This is him in his gouged eye motif when he played for an Orc team, and you can see like the Orc charms and things around his neck. This is for the Chaos All-Stars.
So way better than
when he
the old
played with
one?
That team. That was his first ever team. You see, he's still got hair.
Oh,
And you can see he's also got each of
Mohawk.
the Chaos Gods icons on his little chain around his neck as well, which is really cool.
Absolutely
Bye,
love it.
Pincher.
If you are unfamiliar with Blood Bowl or Morg in particular, let me just tell you, he is genuinely one of the best.
Adam, can you take him in a halfling team?
You can, and I have used him to lead my halflings
That's
to
amazing.
almost glory a number of times. I love him. He's so good. He hits like a freight train. He's really heavily armored. He's got great skills, mighty blow, loads of armor.
These are good
everything
plastic
you could
updates
possibly
from their
want,
resin
and he
kits.
costs a load of points. So halflings are really cheap.
It's always nice when things get
You can
updated to
throw a
plastic.
halfling. In fact, my halfling, my favourite halfling, Captain Colin Head, scored many a touchdown and nearly died as he would be lobbed down the pitch. I could talk about Morg for far too long. He's coming soon. I'm very excited.
He just
Please, let
loves
me have one.
Morg.
Let's look at the models.
And I just love the
Okay.
Beastmen.
There we go. These are the
I love the
beautiful heavy metal
Minotaurs.
painted Morg models, and here you can see what they look like. So going sort of from this side onwards, this is Morg. Were you to build him in that sort of gouged eye look, and you see his armor looks like these sort of armor that Black Hawks wear.
Yeah, so you get different armor, different head, different chest plates. You've got a bunch of different options.
Yeah, and then this is Morg with the Reichland Reavers uniform, and then
from I think the first edition Blood Bowl.
Oh yeah,
or was it
a
second?
number of them really. I think he's appeared on a couple of covers, and then if you wanted to do him as Chaos All Stars, you'd use this one. But ultimately, build your Morg.
Show
how you
the
want, and he's gonna clobber the enemy
Minotaurs.
and score some touchdowns.
There you go.
We have the
What
other models
the
on the
fuck?
table as well. You can see the Minotaur. a rat ogre,
There we
and
go.
a minotaur.
There we go.
These are all
Turn
hulking
him so you
models.
can get a
They
really good
tower
shot
above
of
the
that.
average lineman.
Right with the cheese there.
There you go. That's the real star of the show.
He's the
right?
star, yeah.
Perfect. So there we go. A good time for Blood Bowl. 3 amazing new big characters.
Damn, I want to
coming
buy
your way.
so many
A new
things
way to play
already.
Blood
I
Bowl
just
in the Insight
started.
Journal. I'm very excited about this. And we
No.
are nowhere near done with this preview.
Let's keep going.
Right.
There's
Why
so
don't
much
we
good
go
stuff,
to
dudes.
the Age of Darkness?
Horus Heresy. Custodes. Multi-part plastic. Jet bikes. Palace grab attack. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that dreadnought. Holy shit, look at that dreadnought.
Welcome back. We have
Oh
really
my
excited to talk now
God.
about the Adeptus Custodes or Legio Custodes.
Well,
Which one is it, Eddie?
It's both, Adam, because
Oh
the new
my
box set
God,
that's on
it
its
looks
way
so
is a
good. Holy
reinforcement set
shit.
for the Custodes, and you can use it for either Warhammer the Horus Heresy or Warhammer 40,000. And just in case you didn't believe us, we put the logos on the box.
It could
You
be
can do it
clearer,
for
couldn't
No
both.
confusion.
Wait, you can use it for
absolutely
both.
use this for either game system. There are 6 models in this box, which doesn't sound like a lot,
6?
but when
you
you
realize how big they
until
are.
you look at the
They're
models, which are huge
big.
and awesome. So let's start
Dual
with the
game set,
fastest
that's
unit
so
in the box.
Yeah, these are
good.
the Falcon jet bikes, an iconic unit from the Legio Custodes force. They are fast-moving, hard-hitting, heavily armed and armored units, which are designed to storm.
They
in
learned
and
that we are
break the
freaking
back of enemy,
suspicious.
forces. Each custodian is armed.
Oh, that looks really
like,
cool.
to
They
the
got like
teeth.
lances.
There's loads of things to talk about here. The first thing would be to mention that there's different guns that come on these models. Essentially, you have a choice of the Adrathic Devastator Arachnus Volley Gun, Twin Corvée Pulse Laser. That's the over and under one. You can see it looks a bit like an over and under shotgun. And then you also have the Lastrum Bolt Cannon. So loads of different weapons to do loads of
Oh,
different
look at
jobs.
all those buttons.
So one of the
Look at
things
those
in a
buttons.
Custodes army, obviously, is you haven't got a lot of units because they tend to cost a lot of points. So you might find that you've got a couple of things that your army's not very
I am
good at killing.
really
And one of the
screwed.
things that units like this can do with loads of different options is you go, actually, I really need some help to kill monsters or infantry or something. So you can kit these out with almost a gun for almost any occasion, right?
Absolutely.
You can have
That's
different
nice having
guns
all the
across the
options
unit,
for different
or you can
guns.
actually go, I just want them all to be really good at killing vehicles, give them the best thing for killing the specific ones, I
Best.
think.
Well,
that
I need
Custodes.
this.
Yeah,
Well,
all of them also
well.
have a Solarite Power Lance, which is a formidable power weapon.
It is
especially
Power
in
Lance is
enormous. The
very
Solarite
cool.
Lance. It's about 3 times the length of a Space Marine.
Yeah,
I
it's
reckon you could kebab about
Damn.
5 Chaos Space Marines on that thing.
Space Marine shish
absolutely.
kebab.
So there's 4 of these inside the set, which is a brilliant unit to go spearheading around the battlefield and just bring pain to the enemy. It's not the only thing that moves fast in this box. We also have the Palace Gravatack.
The Palace
is
Gravatack is
an
a fast-moving
interesting
skimmer
looking thing.
for the Custodes. You can kit it out with either
it like a
anti-infantry or
tank?
anti-vehicle stuff. It works a little bit like a land speeder is probably the way to think about it.
Oh,
and
like
it's
a
very
land
useful
speeder.
for Custodes because you tend to have a lot of very expensive models, so you don't have very
does
many
kinda
small
look
units.
pod
So this can
racer-ish.
zip around the battlefield, taking objectives, getting the enemy where they're hiding in a way
Oh,
that
it's
your
fast.
infantry
I
is very good at
see.
holding ground, but not very good at kind of chasing stuff down.
Yeah, and this is another one of those units you can use to sort of cater for where you think you might need additional strength. Has 2 weapons.
It
to choose
looks-
from,
I like
the
it. I think it
Twin
looks
Arachnus
cool.
Blaze
It does
Cannon
kinda look like a
or the
pod
Twin
racer.
Iliastus Accelerator Fusel. Ooh, say those in a hurry. So you can tailor your palace to deal with particular threats.
But I think the
showstopper.
showstopper of this box
Yeah?
is undoubtedly the Telemon Dreadnought. This is a brand
Oh my
new
God!
multi-part plastic kit, a
the-
reinvention of the resin version, the already very nice resin version of the Telemon Dreadnought, but in
Wow.
glorious
That's the
multi-part
most
plastic, giving
beautiful
all the
dreadnought I've
posability
ever
with
seen.
even more detail and even more weapon options.
It's
Yeah,
so
speaking
pretty.
of weapon options, I'll walk you through them. Between
I
its shoulder
want
blades,
it.
you can
I
see
don't
the
play
Spiculus
Custodes and I want
missile
it.
launcher. But there are other weapon options too. Here you can see the Iliastus Accelerator Culverin, the Adrathic Devastator, and the Arachnus Storm Cannon. On his other hand, so you can build those as you will, choose the one that suits your loadout. On the other hand, you have the Kestus, that's essentially fancy Legio Custodes terms for Power Fist, with twin neutronium cascade projector.
Oh my god, I bet
Bit like a
Aurelia's gonna love
flamethrower,
this.
but with neutroniums.
Absolutely. Neutronium's more deadly than flame, apparently.
Gotta
So
be,
there you go.
right?
One of those guns is, of course,
It's very
new, the one that's
golden.
currently equipped. The name escapes me, sorry.
Oh, I think you are talking about the Iliastus Accelerator
Oh,
Code.
yeah, exactly that one. And this is just a really
Invincible,
beautiful kit,
it is
so
a dangerous
you could paint
hobby,
this up very
it
quickly
is.
if you wanted to, like gold spray and then a wash
And
would
the
make it look
FOMO is
beautiful.
real because
but
they
equally, if
sell
you wanted
out,
to take
so
your
you have
time
to,
over
like,
all the
just buy
detail
it
of this, it
sometimes.
is absolutely dripping in detail, more detail even than was on some of those resin versions of this when it came out. We have one on the table, and we brought along some other dreadnoughts so you could sort of see how it scales up.
Oh,
Do you wanna go
okay.
first?
Yeah, I'll go first. This Telemon dreadnought is ever so slightly larger than the resin one. So we brought a Leviathan dreadnought.
Do you remember when you saw a Leviathan for the first time and thought, you'll never get a big god
Nothing
than
could
that?
ever
Wow,
be
it is
cooler than a
big.
Leviathan
It's
dreadnought.
quite
And
big.
he's still pretty cool. I like
Yeah,
Leviathans
absolutely.
a lot. But
It's really
the
big.
Telemon dreadnought stands a good head above the even the Leviathan.
And with last summer's release, lots of people may have got their hands on a Saturnine dreadnought, and here you can see there's
got
some
drill
similarity
arms.
between these two in terms of the shape of the shoulder pads and things. The Telemon is a little taller. The
Saturnine is a
is
stocky
little
boy.
bit broader.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one
Me and the
definitely
boys.
has got more mass
Me
to it,
and the
like
boys
the
squaring
weight of
up.
it looks heavy. But the Telemon stands ever so slightly
The
taller. which
Telemon
might
is-
just
he's
be
bigger.
that the Custodians didn't want to kind of
Taller.
ever look up at a space marine. I think that's probably the point. Isn't
So
it?
many
Why
people
not?
kit bash
I like it.
Saturnines as
So
Telemons.
all of these models that we've talked about, so the
It's really
the
big.
Falcon jet bikes, the Palace Gravatac, and the Telemon Dreadnought will be available in plastic for the first time as part of this box set.
Wow, that's
And
nice.
then available
Let's
separately
go
later
Custodies.
down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can use them, definitely use them for both Warhammer 40,000 and Warhammer Horus.
You absolutely can. One of the new detachments for the Custodies in Warhammer 40,000 has some specific upgrades for Telemon Dreadnoughts as well.
Oh, nice.
There is.
Great, nice. So that's not everything for the Age of Darkness. We also have a new Journal Tactica on the way. This is Journal Tactica Prospero Burns, The Judgment of Valdor, and this deals with
Oh,
the
Valdor,
actions of
Giga
Constantine
Chad
Valdor and the
Valdor.
Legio Custodes during the burning of Prospero when they joined forces with the Space Wolves to bring judgment to Magnus and his errant sons.
Yeah, we know quite a lot about the burning of Prospero. We've seen it from the Thousand Suns perspective. We've seen it from the Space Wolves perspective. We know that the Custodies were there, but we haven't really heard much about what the Custodies were up to. And this explores that. You
is
kind
this
of
like
find
a
out
book?
what they were doing while the two legions were taking chunks out of each other. One of the
Journal
things that's quite
Tactica.
cool about it is that the Custodies obviously on one side. On the other side, there are some Thousand
Like a
Suns,
lore
but the
book?
main antagonist really for them is a demonic foe.
Yeah, absolutely. For the first time,
Scenario
this
book.
presents for this edition a full
Okay.
army list
Like
for
a
the
setting?
Demons of Siege, including new psychic
Lore and
disciplines.
rules in one.
So you
Okay.
can start using the warp denizens of the patron who is presiding over the ruin of the Thousand Suns.
Okay.
I see.
Or salvation, possibly. as
No,
they see it.
absolutely not.
Maybe,
They had
probably
it coming.
ruin. It is
They got what
probably
they
ruin,
deserved.
yeah.
There's even more stuff in there than we've talked about here. There's some new rules for the Solar Auxilia. There's a whole bunch of stuff. This is a packed Journal Tactica, which really shines a light on an area of the Horus Heresy we've not looked at before. So it's quite
Yeah,
exciting.
and that's the best kind of Horus Heresy games. Ones where you're going back to those iconic.
It's like you
moments
arrange
in
your
the lore
minis
and
a certain way and
refighting
fight it
Like,
out
what if
as
it was a
if
little
you
bit
were the
different?
Space
What if we had a slightly
Wolves.
different mix? What if the tactics were different?
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Recreating those amazing stories is what it's all about.
So,
Bye, Alan.
sticking with the Age of Darkness, but going a bit smaller as we look at some Legions Imperialis.
Or possibly bigger.
But yes, bigger and smaller at the same time. We have 3 models we're going to talk about now. These are models for the Titan Legions. This is the Warlord Battle Titan with Quake Cannon and Conversion Beam Extirpator. To extirpate means to destroy
Whoa.
utterly. And that is what the weapon loadout on this Warlord Titan will do.
Holy
as you see this
shit,
video
paired
playing
Gatling
before, you can see what
blasters?
the
That
different
looks
weapons
cool.
are. There's a whole bunch, and they have really long and difficult to say live on air names, such as
But
the
you should still
Conversion
try,
Beam
I think.
Extirpator. So this is a
Extirpator.
kit which will come packaged all together, so you get the Warlord Titan and all of these weapons. It includes some extra bits and pieces, so there's some guns to go on the turrets. You've got Gatling blasters and turbo laser destructors. You have
I
2
like the
Warlord
paired
heads inside the
Gatling
kit,
blasters,
and it
they're
also contains
cool.
all the cards you would need to use this if you were playing Adeptus Titanicus.
Nice.
If you just want the weapons, they'll be available separately. You just won't get all the cards with it and stuff like that.
Well, nice. You can get
Cool.
the conversion
This is
kit
one of
to just
3
get
things we're
the
going to talk about.
weapons.
The next one is the Warlord Battle Titan with Volkite Destructor and Macro Gatling Blaster. Again, not a thing to
More
say too quickly
weapons.
on a Friday night. Here is another towering god engine.
Volkite Destroyer, Vulcan Mega Bolter.
It has a whole bunch of different weapons, which you can see playing out on your screen. They include the Graviton Ruinator, which you can see here. It's the biggest Graviton.
Putting the weapons on my new orc truck.
Volkite Destroyer,
Hell
Macro
yeah.
Gatling Blaster, and the Vulcan Mega Bolter Array, which sits on its shoulders. It also includes a Wall of Titan Heads and those cards I mentioned before, if you wanted to play Adeptus Titanicus.
But Adam, what if I had a slightly smaller Titan but still wanted loads of massive guns?
And complicated names, then you are going to be fine, because this is the Titan Legion's Reaver Titan with Graviton Obliterator and Volkite Annihilator. A mid-sized Titan that packs an incredible punch with weapons such as the aforementioned Graviton Obliterator, the Volkite Annihilator. It also has a Vulcan Mega Bolter option for its carapace, and you just saw it there, my favourite possibly of all the names that we've had this evening, which is the Conversion Beam Dissolutor.
Those are some cool guns and some great verbs.
Yeah, it also has a Reaver head.
That's some pretty cool guns. That's some pretty cool guns.
Titanicus, and you can get the weapon separately should you desire no more Titans. What's wrong with you? There we go. Pretty exciting should you play Little Heresy.
Little
There
Heresy.
we go. I need to take a breather. Now might be the time to talk a little bit about something coming to Warhammer Plus very soon. There is a new animation. Look at the Butcher's Nails.
New animation. Looks very chaosy. Oh, World Eaters, yeah. Oh, this looks great. This is great. First point perspective of being a World Eater. Nails bite. August.
Good, Eddie. What can you tell us about Butcher's Nails?
Yeah, this is a new animation coming to Warhammer TV for Warhammer Plus subscribers. It is a one-off standalone episode, so it's a Hammer and Bolter episode of Warhammer 40,000. And effectively, it tells the story of a Khorne Berserker who is part of a chaos assault on an Imperial stronghold. As you would imagine for a World Eater story, it is incredibly violent. It is by some margin the bloodiest and most violent piece of Warhammer animation we have yet featured on Warhammer TV. And it is pretty much non-stop carnage from the moment that the shots open to the final battles.
Fantastic.
In true Berserker fashion.
We saw something like this in the trailer. This looks like the head-up display inside the helmet of the World Eater.
Not all of it, but some of the animation is shown from the literal perspective of the World Eater, who is obviously a little bit unhinged. The Butcher's nails are starting to bite. If he doesn't get continuous kills and carnage, he starts to go kind of slowly insane. And he basically is chopping his way through as many enemies as he can find, partly to try and achieve victory, but mostly just to try and make the whining of the nails cease even for the briefest of moments.
Fantastic.
I
and
like
we got
how
a sense
Karn
of
has a kill counter on his HUD.
He doesn't really mind what the battle is, really. Khorne doesn't care as long as the blood flows. There are definitely some Astra Militarum. There's some guardsmen, some unfortunate guardsmen who have to stand up against the Khorne Berserker.
There
are some Space Marines of the Imperial Fist. There's some other Chaos Space Marines in the mix.
I'm sure
they'll get on fine.
Imperial
I'm
Fist
sure.
is getting...
it's not like they're known for betrayal or anything. It's all good.
Fucked.
But yes, it's going to be a
R.I.P.
non-stop action carnage fest. It's a really fun animation.
Perfect. And coming out fairly soon.
It comes out in August.
Awesome. That's very exciting.
August.
So, from the Butcher's Nails and Warhammer
getting
Plus,
a fist
let's go
in.
to the Mortal Realms for something
I know,
more.
but I was like, poor Biwa.
Opens.
We made an animation of your boys getting fisted.
Sun Eater, the Gulping God.
Mobeast Raiders.
I see his
Oh, damn, that was a nice paint job. Holy
in the
shit.
marrow, in the blood. He is the hunger that endures
Oh, these guys are cool.
through winter and war. He calls us to
Ew.
feast,
Yeah.
to swallow the realms. Eat. Eat.
Oh no, it's the soup again. Not the soup. No more soup, please.
First we're gonna be then we're gonna eat 'em. First we're gonna be then we're gonna eat 'em. First we're gonna be
Then we're gonna eat them. Num 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 nums. Num 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 num. Yeah, they look cool.
Champion comes.
Whoa.
That was very
It's a
exciting
chunky
to see
boy.
such a large amount of models coming soon to the mortal realms with these new Ogre tribes. Eddie, where do we even start?
I am super excited about this release. This is an enormous range refresh for the Ogre tribes. There's so much to talk about. I think let's start with the army set, which is coming out. This is the first place you'll get a chance to get your hands on some of the new miniatures. This is an enormous army launch set.
My
a little bit
wallet's
like what we've seen with some of the armies recently.
Yeah, like the Hellsmiths.
I
Exactly
really
like
like
the
their
Hellsmiths, same sort of
mounts.
concept. You get a cool version of the battle tome and the first chance to get hold
They
of a
look
bunch
really
of the miniatures.
cool.
Let's have a quick chat about some of the stuff in this set.
Sure. So first out the gates would be sort of the mainstay unit for the Ogre tribes. These are the Gluttons, the sort of replacement or refresh of what in old days you might have called Ogre Bulls. And boy, do they look good.
They do
Yeah,
look
the Ogre
good.
Bulls
I like how they
are
did
still
their armor.
really cool models, like,
Yeah,
but they are they've been around for a while now.
They
They're
look
more
like
than
they have
20
like
years old.
cannonball
Shocked me
tummies.
Yeah, I'm
when I
sorry about
realised how
that,
old
Adam.
I was. Yeah.
So they are well and truly deserving of a refresh. This is a really
paint
cool
job
update
is
for them.
beautiful.
They still
Whoever
keep the kind of
painted
general
these minis,
aesthetic of the Ogre Bulls, but they're much
like,
more dynamic.
holy
They're a
shit,
little bit
the paint
bigger.
job
The
is
armor plates are
incredible.
much more impressive.
I really like the shape of the helmets. They look like they're designed to deflect sort of downward blows.
Yeah, and
away
if
from
you
the
remember, like
shoulders as well.
the first time those models came out, they were designed for Warhammer Fantasy, where they'd have to rank up. So actually, the poses
Yeah,
were
it looks
quite
like
sort of
actual
limited
metal.
on the
dynamic,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
These
can't
are
get
much,
over it. It looks
like,
so good.
cooler, more impressive poses.
It's
Even
so
things
well
like having
done.
those arms out, they just look really great. The detail on them is obviously 20 years on from the last time we saw the Ogre Bulls. So these are really, really cool miniatures. You get 10 of these in that launch box. This is only the most basic of the Ogre tribes units.
Fantastic.
Let's move on to, I think, might be one of my favorites.
Yeah, so mine too. I think the Iron Guts have always looked really cool, and these are
I like
even
their big
cooler if
weapons.
possible. The Iron Guts are an elite ogre unit. They carry enormous weapons, and they wear more armor. So you can see those armor plates on the arms going all the way up to the shoulders. Their helmets are a little bit fancier, and they've got these massive two-handed weapons.
They look like they mean absolute business,
Yeah,
right?
no
like
kidding.
the size of those weapons,
I
and again,
do
much
like the
more
big
dynamic. But
weapons.
those blades are about twice the size of a mortal human, right? So they are going to make an absolute mess. They already are an excellent unit in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. They're still an excellent unit, and now the miniatures are even better as well.
Yeah, absolutely. To keep this rabble in line, you need an Ogre Tyrant. So this model is a multi-part kit. He enables you to build him in a couple of ways.
Oh,
Essentially,
cool.
a really powerful, heavy-hitting ogre character. Here you can see a couple of the options. I love this one with the fur cloak. It
I
sort of
love
fits
that
into,
fur cloak. That looks so good.
More
That's
sort
a
of,
nice option.
huntery style thing you can do with an ogre army where you want to focus more on the beast if you want to, or you can go full gutbuster with this one, whichever you prefer, really.
Yeah, if you've got the kind of Beast Claw Raider
Yeah,
vibe.
absolutely.
And I think
Cloak
you
with
can
the
obviously have a mix of
fur.
them as well, but you've
The
got
whole
a
tribe
lot
was
of different ways to kind of
looking
lean into
at
different
her.
ogre armies, and it's just nice to have a multi-part character, right, where you can immediately start to make him your own. One of the big
It looks
things about
nice.
ogres for their entire history is the idea of like big names, right? They carry that through
Yeah.
into this battle tome as well, where the leader of your force is literally making a name for himself by achieving various feats. So being able to kind of have the pelts
So
of
the
things
old
he's defeated on
ogre
him,
models are really
absolutely makes
old.
sense.
Were they
those units
plastic
we've
or
all seen
resin?
before in different ways. The next unit is effectively a new type. These are the Maul Beast Cavalry and the Maul Beast Raiders. This is a two-for kit, so you can make two different
Plastic,
units.
but very
they
old
they function in a
plastic.
similar way. Both of them are cavalry units. The Maul Beast Raiders
Oh, the
are
Maul
your kind of
Beasts are so
fast-moving
cute.
scout
I like
unit.
the Maul
The
Beast.
Maul
Like, he's
Beast Cavalry
smiling.
are your hard-hitting shock cavalry. They're a little bit more armored. The guy in the back has more weapons, whereas the Maul Beast Raiders
Look,
have some
he's
ranged attacks.
smiling.
These
Oh my
effectively
God,
replace
he's
the
so
Mornfang cavalry
cute.
in your ogre
He's
list.
just happy to be
They
there.
fulfill a similar sort of role.
There's
in
no
your army.
thoughts in that
and we'll
face.
talk a
There's
little bit
no
more about
thoughts
just
in
how
that head there.
tough
He's
they
just
are and hard
happy.
they
He's
hit
just a
in a
happy
little while.
boy.
So these are all the models that come inside that new Ogre Army set. Obviously, you need the Battle Tome and the War Scroll cards as well. This is the Battle Tome that comes for the Ogre tribes inside that set. It's got this lovely,
Puppy
sort of
seeing a
finished
baby
piece,
bird.
tyrant on the front. Obviously, there'll be standard editions of the Battle
Yeah.
Tome out in due time, and you'll be able to get the
Hi,
model separately.
Leah
But if you want
Pantero.
first in on
Thank you
new
for the
Ogres,
raid.
this
Welcome
is
in,
the way.
Raiders.
It wasn't all we saw in that awesome
welcome.
video, though. Do you want to show the
I
box?
heard.
So we've got the box right here. So this is the box. It's really
We're
lovely.
watching the
that is all the stuff you
Warhammer
get in there. So
Big
just so that
Summer
you get 10
Preview
of those
event.
buttons.
I hope you had a
get the
great
tyrant,
stream.
you
Thank
get
you so
two of
much
the
for the
cavalry,
raid.
and you
Welcome,
get that big
Raiders.
unit
Hi.
of Iron Guts, and then you get your battle.
My
tome
name
in
is
there as well.
Stimpack.
It's
I'm a
really
lore-loving
lovely.
dragon princess from
Fantastic.
Glistars
Right.
Outbreak.
So
I like Warhammer
What else is there to talk
and
about? Well, I
history.
guess we saw some things which
And
fit in
playing
a different sort of part of
RPGs.
the
Welcome
ogre
in, welcome
army
in.
with the sort of more seekers component, right?
Thank you so much.
One of the bits of the ogre force is the kind of tyrant and the iron guts and things like that. But another fairly major part of ogre society are the more seekers, the butchers, and the things that follow in the butcher's wake. The butcher again is a model that's been
God,
out
that is a
for
gruesome
very long time,
looking
well worth an
model.
update. This model
Hi,
is
Stam.
a
Hope you have
phenomenally
fun
cool
with
update.
the.
Also deeply disturbing.
Yeah,
I hope you have
I think you've
fun
got some
with the
strong
Warhammer
feelings
review.
on
Thank you,
exactly
Leo.
how,
Thank you so
how
much.
unpleasant
I
this
just find it
particular model is.
really
The model's
Please
great,
feel
but he's
free
definitely a
to
bit
go
grim.
take
And
care
the
of your
longer you
after
look,
stream
the more
stuff. Get a
disturbing it gets. The way
snacky.
he's
Get some
holding the corpse
rest.
in his hand,
Thank you
the
so much
gore
again for the
sloshing around
raid.
in
I
his
really
cauldron,
appreciate
and
it.
all this for what is essentially a really beefy ogre wizard.
Yeah, butchers are sort of part wizard, part chef.
Well, that's his
part
cauldron of
shaman,
magic
part
potions,
mystic, to the ogres.
obviously.
They're really important to ogre society. Ogre society basically is
Look
all
at that
about
face.
eating. All ogres at their core have this kind of unending hunger, which they
I'm
interpret
making
as the will of the
meatloaf
god
tonight.
Mor, who may or may not be part of the greater pantheon of Gork and Mork.
Yeah, he's the Etsy witch, Etsy
butchers
potion
try
seller.
to tap into that arcane power, that kind of godly power, and manifest it as various different spells. A lot of their magic is to do with consuming something and then manifesting that into magic in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
Fresh meat
there are more
vibes,
devotees
yes.
of the gulping god coming. This is one of those kits. These are the ogre
They're
cleavers.
so
and
creepy
they
and
are
disgusting,
kind of
but like in
butchers
the best
training,
way.
right?
Yeah, these are fanatics
my wallet
of
is safe
ogre
from these
society who
because they
follow
freak
in the
me
wake
out.
of the butchers.
But
They
they're
do a
very
range of
cool.
different things. After a battle, they'll collect up all the various body
They're
parts and
very
offal
cool.
and bits of enemies to throw into the cauldron for the butcher. They
wrong
are kind of fanatically driven disciples of the butchers and of the god Mor.
The combination of the miniatures
The
design
blood
team
splatter is
and
really
the
well
Eddie
done
Metal
on
painting
that.
team have really just worked up a horror with these.
Yeah,
They
I
are
mean,
so
Blood for
good.
the Blood God is
absolutely
crying out for these
gore,
miniatures,
gore
isn't
up
it?
to the elbows, cauldrons full of offal. These are incredible. They're not the only things within this More Seeker collective. That kit also makes another option, so you can either make the cleavers that you saw there, or you can make these, which are the Gutseers.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like the
Gutseers are even
cowls on
more
them. That looks
horrible
kinda
and
cool.
sinister than the butchers, if you can imagine that. These have tapped into the power of Mor, and the way that they work in game is that your wizards become more powerful and can effectively cast spells.
They
through
look
these
like
guys,
the oh my
when
god, the
they're nearby.
three
The thing that I
seers,
really
like
like
the
about them from
three
a miniature perspective is those gut plates.
witches
if you look at the
or
gut
whatever,
plates
but
on
like
something like the iron
ogreified.
guts, they have just armored guts, whereas
Or
these
they look like teeth, maybe. But
yeah,
these
these
have got-
guts look like intestines or
The
offal.
Fates, thank you, Gwen. I was trying to think of the name. They look like the three
I love it.
Fates.
I think
Yeah.
it's really. They look like they'd be loads of fun to paint.
Yep. And then, of course, at the
Fates,
centre
but
of
in
all of
these
this is
cases,
Red
the
the More.
fats.
This is the High Slaughtermaster, sort of like the head of this cult of the Gulping God. Eddie, what can you tell us about
so
Red?
funny.
This is a brand new character
Instead of
for
the
the
three
Ogre More
Fates,
tribes.
it's the three
This
Bats.
is one of the most powerful characters in your Ogre army. One of the most powerful characters in all of Age
Damn
of
it.
Sigmar. Goes to battle on this enormous kind of cauldron construct that's pulled into battle by a Gorger. Gorgers are the other part of that kind of More Seeker grouping. So
Big
More
super
Seekers
pot.
covers your butchers.
Yeah, the stew
your
that kills you.
Gorgers,
It's filled with
and
Panera
all the kind of
lemonade.
various fanatics that follow in their wake. You've got this enormous cauldron, which I assume is where the enemy army goes after the battle. They get thrown in there. And this is both an incredible miniature, but also an incredibly powerful piece for your Age of Sigmar armies. We'll have a little look at some of the rules around it later. And in lore terms, this is the high prophet, the high priest of the Gulping God. So ogres from across the realms flock to Red the More to hear what they've got to say.
I love the fact it's being pulled into battle by a Gorger as well. That's just really cool. So all of these models are coming in the not too distant future for the Ogre More tribes.
Yep.
Obviously, we need a battle tome to learn all about it.
Yeah.
And so there will be
They'll have their own
the
book.
standard edition on the left or the gamers
Any
edition
ogre
on the
players
right, so
here?
that you
I
get what
don't
you
know
need
a
to
single
start
ogre
playing your
player.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a huge.
I mean, I'm
sizable,
sure they're
update
super
thing
excited
for
right
the
now,
Ogre More
but-
tribes. We've shown you almost all of the new models
But not
for the
all.
ogres. There's a couple more things on the way. The other thing that's worth saying is a couple of the existing units do stick around as well. So particularly some of the big Beastclaw Raider monsters.
Okay.
So you've got some things like Stonehorns and stuff in your army. You can still absolutely use those.
They're all
and
currently at
they work
dinner.
really nicely alongside that.
Maybe this will get
Tyrant,
new
which we have
players
one
into
on the table here,
ogres
done
since
up
their models
as
were
a-
so
You've got that beast claw.
Yeah, you've got the kind
horrible.
of Beastclaw
Like if
vibe.
they ever
there with- I'll turn around so you can see the kind
redo
of
Grey
coats
Knights, I'm
on the
sure we'll
front.
see a lot more Grey Knight players again.
Fantastic. Should we have a little bit of a look at some of the rules?
Yeah, let's do it.
And what you'll find inside the battle tome. So these are the faction rules, the battle traits for your ogres. What can you tell us, Eddie?
Eat 'em
Yeah, so
alive.
we're not going to go through the entirety because there's a big old page of
Screen
rules
grab.
there.
Grey
but
Knights need
if
a
you're an
range
ogre
refresh,
player
so
or you want to know what you're going to be
if
up
they
against in Age of
refresh
Sigmar,
Grey
take the
Knights,
screen grab
I'm
now.
making Grey Knight army.
Fundamentally, they've got two big army special rules. The first of the army rules
There's a good,
is
unless they
if you
horribly
are in
fuck it up,
combat with an
I'm doing
enemy
a Grey
unit at the
Knight
end of the
army.
turn, or you've
I think
defeated
they
an
look
enemy unit in
great.
combat, so
I really wish they had
you can just take
a new refresh.
You can take a chunk
For
out of the
yourself or
enemy
your brother?
unit
For myself.
you're fighting, and you can get a bunch of
I mean,
different
he
rules.
can
So this
use
encourages
them,
your
but
ogre
they're
army to just get
mine.
stuck in. If they're in the middle of the enemy army, they can start getting bonuses. There's some really strong stuff in there. You've got stuff like run and
Myself.
charge. You can make the unit harder to kill, make them hit harder. You can mess with enemy wizards. all
I
sorts of
love the Grey Knights.
Fantastic.
They look really cool.
and then you've got the other
I've
special
got
rule
so
in there,
many
which
armies,
is
dude. Oh
basically
my
like
god.
a special thing where when you charge into an enemy unit, you can basically say, would you like to
Just
stay
think
where you
of
are
the
and take the ogre's charge, in
possibilities.
which case you take a bunch of mortal wounds, or you can say, well, I'll give you the
Think
opportunity
of the
to move backwards if you
possibilities they
like,
could
in
they
which
could
case your
look
opponent
like.
immediately cedes
Please
ground to your
never
ogres. So it's
change
really
Tim
good
your
for
damn
shifting
gem.
units off objectives.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting hit
Yes,
by
he
that
has to
wall
build
of
them like the
iron muscle is
Necrons. Yeah.
great.
Hey, it's a
Obviously,
good
the,
idea. He
war
builds
scrolls
them,
have
I
been,
paint
looked
them,
at
we
as well.
both
So
get to
these are the Maul
play.
Beast cavalry that we showed you before. They come in the army set, and I talked about how just devastatingly powerful they are.
Look at that
The
little
gut bite
guy.
weapons
Oh,
do
he's so
damage 3, the
cute.
Maul
Man, I
Beasts,
want this model
do
just for
damage
the
2 and
little
3 on
mount.
the
He's so
charge.
cute.
These hit you like a landslide. So
He's
many
like,
attacks. Incredibly dangerous.
I think this is a really powerful unit. If you're
Look at
familiar
his
with the way that
FAT.
ogres work today, you'll know how Mournfang cavalry work. You'll be familiar with the stats. A lot of the stats are fairly similar to Mournfangs, but across the board, wherever there's a change, it tends to be
And
a
when he
bit
squishes
better.
cheeks.
For the Maul Beast cavalry, they are a really tough unit to deal with because they're excellent on the charge, because they're bonuses to charge, but they're also excellent when being charged. So they're a really hard unit to kind of solve for your enemy. I think just a couple of these on the flanks would do great, or even investing on a big double-sized unit and slamming it into the middle of the enemy army
Sorry,
could be very powerful.
Yeah, and
I'm tuned
you can
out
see
of
some of the special
ogre
rules and things
stuff. I
going
got
on
tuned
there, but
out.
I love the ravenous counterattack rule. That means that you can be quite daring with them as a sort of like.
I blacked
scouting
out for a
units in the
minute.
course. Brilliant. We talked a little bit about Red the Moor. Here is rules. There is a lot to take in.
Yeah, this is one of the kind of big name special characters
Red
of
the
the ogres as well. We're not going to
Maw.
go through everything on the sheet. Feel free to take a screenshot and peruse at your leisure. The things to call out are this is an
The Maw
incredibly durable
opens.
character. 18 wounds, a 4-up save, and a ward save means that you've got to throw
a lot,
you've got to
right?
throw a lot of stuff at this guy before he goes down. A level 2 wizard, that's always going to be useful. The thing to really shout out is that command ability, where effectively you can pick an ogre unit nearby, and that unit can benefit from as if it was in combat with an enemy unit. So all of
Red
those
the
big
Maw
list of
was my
buffs that you've
nickname in
got
college.
your army special rules, you can just give those out to units nearby for a command point, and you can do some great stuff with that. You've got one of them in there which is run and charge. So right from the off, you can be like, I really want one of my units in combat on the first turn. You can just do it. You've also got an ability that gives
I don't
ward
know the
saves to
rules
loads
for-
of nearby units. So this is just an absolutely
for Old
really
World.
useful linchpin unit for the middle of your army.
Fantastic. So that's
Sotek
a
is
lot
quite
of great
excited.
stuff
Oh,
coming
that's
all on
good.
the way for,
Yeah, this is great
Mortal
for
Realms
Sotek.
with
Lots
the
of Old
Ogre
World
War
stuff.
tribes and this incredible range refresh.
Yeah, we've got some close-ups here.
Should we
We're
have a
gonna-
look?
Just a sense of how big they are. I don't know if we've got a human
Oh,
for scale.
Age of
because one-
Sigmar.
Maybe the 18
Ogres
model
or
we're
Age of
looking.
Sigmar? Oh, I didn't know that.
Here you've got Red the Moor in the middle. You can see the size of him. He's really an absolute beefcake.
Wait, didn't they have them in
and
Old
this
World too,
enormous
though?
cauldron he's
And
got is
they
just full of
changed them
offal.
to Age of
He's got a
Sigmar,
big
or
spoon for stirring around the cauldron. Here on the side, you can see the ogre butcher.
the easiest way to
He's
tell?
really quite an
Oh, right,
impressive
Old
model in
World
his own
has
right.
square bases.
And again, this
Yeah.
huge cauldron. If I spin him around, you can see just how detailed these models really are. Just something to behold. Loads of things going on the back. Sort of, he's got these animal horns and things, so they look like they're carrying trophies and things all around.
Old World,
just really
they're
great.
ogres. AOS,
it's an
they're
incredible looking kit. I think the
ogres.
miniatures
Ah,
too.
I see.
That's a human, right, that he's holding on the butcher.
Yeah, no
there,
kidding.
so-
He's got half a person.
I
Yeah, got half a
see.
person
My
there.
mistake.
It's pretty gross. So anyway, these have disturbed me for long enough. I'm really excited to see them come out. I think they're going to make quite a wave within the Mortal Realms. We are still not done yet. There is still more awesome stuff to talk about in this big summer preview. Next, we're going down to the Underhive.
Oh, Necromunda! People were wanting Necromunda stuff, so here we go. Return to the Underhive. Ooh, the music slaps. Blades of the Matriarch. Necromunda as like Age of Sigmar, where they get to make the most cracked stuff because nobody
Welcome
puts the
back,
pressure
and
on it
welcome
like
to
they
the
do with 40k.
Underhive with
That
a
makes
new
sense.
edition of Necromunda Skirmish. This is very exciting. I'm a big fan of Necromunda.
I know the
I've played it
timeline
since I
of
was a 16-year-old boy.
Warhammer
and
Fantasy.
It's great to see a new edition come. This is essentially an edition reset.
I
for
just thought
Necromunda,
ogres had models in
and this
Fantasy.
core set
I was
here that you
surprised
can
they
see
did
here,
it.
this 2-player battle box is the perfect way to get into it. If you're an existing Necromunda player,
Core
we'll talk about
set.
some of the other ways too. Here you can see it on the screen. It pitches the Orlok. Sorry, crikey! You can see me going to my
What edition
favourite
is
gang
this?
just
Oh.
automatically. It pitches the Goliaths against the Escher in a classic
Goliaths
house matchup.
and Escher.
Let's have a look at some of the kits that come with it. We've got a box here which we can use as a prop, but we've got some great images to show on the screen. It contains 2 gangs within the box. The first of which are these. They are the Blades of the Matriarch. This is all new models. We've not released these ones
It's a
before.
bit confusing
and
because
there's some fantastic options in there. At the back, for
there's
example, you can see a
factions
Huntress
from
with
Old
auto
World
pistols
that
and
are like
multi-harness.
in
On the
Age of
right-hand side, you've
Sigmar,
got
but only
one,
some of them
which is,
have models, not
a
not
Blade
in
Maiden
both
with
worlds.
a shock whip. You've got the Chem Witch, who's got the auto chem. It's like,
I still find Age of
crazy
Sigmar a
looking
bit
flamer thing that
confusing.
you can see towards the back. Loads of fantastic options to really fill out an Escher gang. If you've already got an Escher gang, you'll probably want to add these to it because it gives you even more options and even more fantastic models. This is also a perfect starting point for an Escher gang in its own right. You could never have played a game of Necromunda, and these would be a wonderful jumping on point. They go head to head with the Goliaths. These are the Forge Smelters. Goliaths,
Oh, they
House
look
of Chains,
cool.
known
Forge
for their sort of
Smelters.
industrial power. And all of these like heavily muscled, stim-enhanced warriors.
Stim
carrying
enhanced?
weapons which kind of have an industrial feel. So you've obviously got the heavy stubber at the back, but there's loads of other weapons that might be less familiar. For example,
I
you've
don't
got
know
the
what they're
Crumper
talking about.
Riveter cannon on the
I
right-hand
don't know.
side. The Lady Goliath is holding
I've
that.
never seen these men in
You've
my
also got
life.
things
I
like
have
the,
no connection.
The Servo Medicae, you can see
Legally,
on,
my lawyer
the,
says.
Goliath at the front. You've got one with a Chem Slugger. There's loads of different things
Legally, my
going on
lawyer
so that
says
you
I
can,
have no connection.
either add these to an existing
the
Goliath
Goliath.
or just use these as your first ever Goliaths. I really like the
They're
ignition
super
cannons
manly
on the
because
left-hand
they're
side.
supposed to stim.
2 fantastic
Yeah,
gangs.
I juiced up your.
You
They're
also
not your
find inside the
muscles.
box
They're muscles.
Absolutely everything you need to get started playing.
Watch
So you have
Stim
the
get
gaming
big
map, the
muscles,
measurers, the dice, the
lose
templates,
brain
all the
cells, but
cards
get
and bits and
big
pieces of
muscle.
the full rule book. You also have some terrain to position your gang behind to start playing your games.
Cool.
Essentially,
The
this
terrain
is
is
a
nice.
wonderful
All the
way
pipes
to
and
kick off
things. It is
Necromunda if
very
you've just never played before.
very
Kickstart you into the new edition.
underworldy.
So here you can see like a close up on some of those other things as well. There's really a lot to enjoy here in these gangs, and if you look at the back of the box,
I like
you
the
can see it
punk
all sort of laid
hairstyles. I
out,
like how colorful they
sort
can
of
be.
panning round.
They look
just
cool.
full to the brim
Punk
of great Necromunda
ladies.
stuff. There's more to come in this new edition than just this. It's worth saying that Necromunda, the thing that makes it so exciting is this continuous war between the great gang houses. So there are 6 gang houses that you might be familiar with if you know Necromunda well. Essentially, you have the Orloks, the Vansars, Cawdor, Dilac, Escher, and Goliath, and you can see them all displayed here. These are Underhive crew boxes. These contain models that you might already know if you're familiar with Necromunda, presented in a brilliant format that lets you essentially make one purchase.
It's
to
like
start an
combat
entire
patrols, but
Underhive
for
crew of your
Necromunda,
own.
right?
I'm a big fan of Necromunda. I've played it for years and years. I've got a really big Orlok gang, and I looked at the Underhive crew and was like, oh, that's essentially everything you need for a really fantastic Orlok crew. Things to talk about quickly while we're here. So obviously this box contains everything. If you just wanted the Necromunda rulebook, say you've got loads of Necromunda stuff and you don't want to buy a new the core box for some mad reason, then you can just buy the Necromunda rulebook. This is a large hardback
That's
book.
nice,
it's just packed
hardcover.
with lore and rules and all the good things that you would want to know about Necromunda. And it's been revised. They've made updates to the rules to sort of streamline things. Every role feels like it really matters. Games are very exciting. I'm really excited to sink my teeth into it. If you've got an existing gang and you want to know where you find the rules for that, there's 2 more publications coming along for you. These are Gangs of the Underhive, which
That's
deal
really
with those
cool
6
that it's
gang
played
houses
as a
we talked about
campaign,
before,
that
along
things
with
carry
various
over from
hangers-on
game
and
to
hired
game.
guns. And you've got Gangs of the Outland.
very
which
cool,
deals with
actually.
those
I like
gangs
that.
and sort of,
I just don't
Necromunda
vibe
denizens
with any of the
operate
gangs too
outside
much.
of the normal sphere, things like the Ironhead Prospectors or the Ashways
Not that I've
Nomads,
looked into it a
and
lot.
you'll find their rules along with the various hangers-on in those books. So essentially, pick up the core rule book, pick up the Gangs of the book that you need, and you are good to go with Necromunda Skirmish. There's still more.
Time for Trench Crusade. I do
Really
love
useful
the
to have
Trench
on the side of
Crusade
the table. You've got
models.
the core gang tactics cards. I find
That's
having,
more
like,
my
physical
style,
things
to be
really useful
honest.
when I'm playing
I don't really
Necromunda. It's a
like.
tactile
Oh my
game.
god, you guys are
You've
gonna
got
hate
sort of
me. I don't
scenario
really
cards
like
which
the
help organise your
cyberpunk
campaign
style.
and get your games flowing.
That's not
really
for
nicely.
me. I prefer more of
Also, if you want to like enhance your battlefield, get your game going, there's an enormous range of fantastic Necromunda scenery and terrain. The zone mortality.
I don't know what I prefer, but just not Cyberpunk.
Now with these Factoria pipes, you'll find some Factoria pipes inside that core
I
set.
like a more fantasy vibe, but I also like I like the mix with Trench Crusade. Some of their models are really
I think that's
pretty.
one of my favorite
like
things
the
about
artillery,
Necromunda is when you start to see
artillery
people
witch.
like really lean into the scenery, and they've got their zone mortalis bit, and then they start building up, and you get the pipes and walkways, and you can have like fights across the gantries, and you can shoot people down from higher up, and all that sort of good stuff.
Absolutely.
This is more Mad Max and Cyberpunk. Well, I don't know. It seems very punkish to me. They got like
I do like a bit of Ashway
mohawks and like
yes, I
tech
agree,
and
but
stuff.
something
But I mean, it is Mad
There is
Max
something cool
because
about
it's like
having a little
old
stuff.
stuff.
the first time and it just blew my mind.
What's the word?
If you've never played
Apocalyptic
Necromunda
setting.
before, this really is a perfect jumping on point. Necromunda is a really exciting game. Ask any Necromunda fan and they will like enthuse about it, how great it is. And if you're an existing Necromunda fan and you're looking for new challenges, that's just really great because the rules
Apocalyptic punk, is that a setting? Is that a theme? It's kind of like that.
And, it's going to be a good time to be fighting battles in the Underhive. The narrative that's been unfolding for the past few years, the Aranthian succession, is kind of done with, and I'm really excited to see where the team responsible for Necromunda take it in this new era.
Agree with me.
And we are still
more.
done. Yep,
Ooh.
we are sticking
still
around in the
not
41st
done.
millennium, but we're going to go to Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team with this.
Oh, Kill Team. Okay. Kill Team. Oh, is it Catachans? Fuck, what's it called? Catachans?
After
Catachans.
years of searching, we're
Catachans.
closing in on something
Catachans.
unseen for decades.
Oh wow, that Southern American accent. Exodite. Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck is this? Exodites? I was not expecting this! What? They baited me! Dinosaur knights? What? Oh my god, this is cool! What?
We are alive and well
I feel
in this
debated,
year of
but I'm
2026,
happy about
and
it.
who would have had Exodites on their 2026 Warhammer bingo card?
This is.
I'm happy
a super
about
exciting
it.
box set.
Really, right?
This is awesome. So obviously, every time we have a new Kill Team box set, it's very exciting.
It's so
This one, I think,
cool.
will be
Pancreas
particularly
has
interesting, not just for fans of Kill
ascended.
Team, but for fans of Warhammer 40,000. Exodites.
Wait,
are
let
one
me
of those
message him right
last
now.
untapped, awesome bits of Warhammer 40,000 lore. Whenever we get to kind of unveil a cool
Exodites
new
Kill
corner of the
Team.
millennium, it's always very exciting. I think Exodites absolutely fall into that little corner.
Fuck, I
If you
spelled
don't
it
know
wrong.
what Exodite is,
Exodites.
very briefly, when the Eldari Society was starting to sort of way back before the fall, starting to fall into decadence and depravity, the Exodites were like, "No, thank you very much," and they.
I don't really like Eldari, but I really
like
like this because I love dinosaurs.
The mainstay of Eldar Society called Maiden Worlds.
Worlds. Beautiful jungle planets full of rich flora and fauna and full of all sorts of weird, wonderful creatures.
Absolutely.
And then when Eldar Society
I want to see a close-up of the models.
In the fall,
I want to see more
the Exodites
close-ups.
were one of the few remaining bits that were left. Now in the 41st millennium,
Imagine
they
how
have these
beautiful you can
pockets
paint
of
those
idyllic
dinosaurs. Like,
beautifulness
holy
across
shit, they can be
Warhammer
so
40,000.
pretty.
Obviously, this
The
being Warhammer
colors,
40,000, if you've got something
the
lovely, everyone wants
patterns.
to knock it over and
There's
invade it.
probably a war
Oh
coming.
my
There's
God.
always a war coming.
I
So
really
whenever
want
their
this.
planets are invaded, they have to defend
Stim, you'll
them
have
with
to run
whatever
into
tools
these
they can find
guys
available.
before they were
And
in
the closest
Infinite
thing
and the
available
Divine.
is giant reptilian beasts that they can ride into battle.
Should we have a
and
look at the
crush their
models?
I
foes with.
completely forgot that's what they're
here
called.
we go. These are the Exodite Dragon Masters. Eddie, this is a very unusual Kill Team.
Yeah, so this,
Sorry.
this is
Oh
a
my
kill
God,
team,
that's
first
a
and
cool
foremost.
model.
It is really
Holy
kind of
shit,
weird,
that's
really
cool.
fun, unusual kill team. It is effectively 3 models and 2 little hangers-on, so it's immediately very, very elite. In terms of how it plays in kill team,
Oh
it
my
plays in a
God,
really
they look
interesting
amazing.
and unique and unusual way. All of your units have APL 4, which is wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
In kill team, so you can do all sorts of cool
Fuck, I
maneuvers.
want these too!
They are very, very fast, as you would imagine, faster than almost anything else. in
Bells
Kill
Riding
Team.
Raptors is
They
a
can
movie
leap
I want to
up
see.
across
This is
different
really
terrain, So
cool.
if you think that your sniper at the back of the battlefield is nice and safe, perched on
Maybe
his
not.
ruin, think
I
again,
know it's a
'cause,
kill team.
a giant reptilian
I
with an
can read.
Eldari warrior on the back is racing towards you, ready to chop your head off. You have 3 very different kinds of characters in there. Effectively, you've got a warrior archetype, a mage archetype, and a sniper archetype, and they all do very different things weapons.
I really like the
So
sniper
here
guy.
on the screen, you can see the 3 different ones laid out. Essentially, you have the clan blade, which is the close combat one. You have the lay stalker, which is the one with the sniper rifle, and then you have the stone singer.
I
which is
really
the
want the
Exodite,
sniper.
who
The
focuses
sniper
on
one's
the
really
psychic
cool. I
powers.
really like
And
the
then they also
sniper
have
on
these little
riding a
beasts that run around
dinosaur.
with
Holy
them.
shit, that's
Those are
cool.
called Dracolites.
Yeah, and they look familiar to, if you know kind of how Eldar Craft World work. There's a little bit of the Autarch to this one. There's a little bit of the Farseer.
The
to this one.
Eldar
There's a
Codex
little
will
bit
probably
of
have rules for them
kind of
now.
Ranger. So they have a kind of
yeah, you
common
can put in your
ancestry
Eldari
with
army,
the
right?
Eldar of the Craft
You can
Worlds,
use these
but
models.
They have gone off in a slightly different sort of cultural direction. And the
It's
biggest
like how I use some of my
difference really is that
Necron
they
kill
ride
team
on the back of
models
these cool reptiles.
in the Necron army.
But a really fun kill team, a very different kill team, and I think probably going to be a very popular kill team as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not the only thing you get in this box. You've also got a bunch of orcs in here. The way that the orcs work in this kill team is a little bit like the Red Terror set that we had recently, where they are effectively non-player operatives, and you can play a bunch of different games against these, either as a one-player
Dinosaur
or a two-player
orcs.
series. There is a campaign in the box which tells the story of an orc war, which has
Oh my
landed
God,
on
I
this
love
planet.
this- the
orcs
guy
who
riding-
are
Oh,
beast
I love
snaggers
the
basically
squig
find a world full
riders,
of
that's
monsters and they're like, this is a
awesome.
paradise.
Let's
Look at all
snag
these
some beasts.
look at all these
Squig
giant
hog
beasts we can
riders,
hunt. The Eldar are
that's
obviously
so
much
fun.
less keen
Oh,
on
look
that
at
than
him.
orcs,
He's
and they have to
so
try and
cute.
drive
He's
off the
got a
orcs so
little
you can play through this
wheel. Oh my
campaign.
God, that's so
Also,
cute.
of course, all the stuff in this box you can also use in
Oh, I
Warhammer
love the little
40,000
squig
as
guy.
well.
Yeah, just to
Oh
give
man,
a
that's
shout out
cool.
to that Kill Team Exodite book. It's really cool. I got to have a look through it the other day. It's
Oh
got
my
great lore in
God,
it.
I
There's
want
stories from the
this.
perspective of the Eldari Exodites.
Does anyone
There's
want
also,
the orcs from
like
this?
That campaign has some great missions in it. There's guides on how to set up make your battlefield to look like a maiden world.
I
It's a
didn't want the
wonderful book. They've
orcs.
done an amazing job
I
of
just
bringing
want
this
the
to life.
dinosaur
Yeah.
guys.
Worth saying, one of the other ways that you can build up the kill team
They're
that you
all
get
from
in
the
this
Orc
set
Combat
is
Patrol, it
as another
seems?
unit, which is called the Dragon Knights. These are the archetypal, I suppose, the closest thing we've got to
Wow.
the classic version of an Exodite.
Yeah,
Very reminiscent of
Oh
some
my
of the very
God,
cool
it's-
Warhammer 40,000
oh my
art
God,
from
it's
some of the
so
early
cool.
editions. This is effectively
Wow.
a fast cavalry unit of Exodites riding on those huge
I've
reptilian
ascended,
beasts.
and I don't even
and they
like
work a little
Eldari.
bit in game, I
Holy.
suppose, like your Shining Spears, where they could charge in. They actually have laser lances, which is the same weapon that Shining Spears have. So they punch pretty hard, but as well as the rider on the back fighting,
You've
who's a good
also
fighter.
But I
got a
sit in the
crazed,
box and she sends you the orcs.
reptile beast helping you fight, right?
Absolutely. So they hit really, really hard. They are they're not super durable, but they're a little bit more durable than some of the
I
other
just
kind of
love them.
combat
They're
units
so
you might find in an
cool.
Eldari army. So they're going to be quite
Man,
a useful little unit.
this is
I
the
think
only
will
way
see
you can
them
get me to
dotted
like
around
elves.
various Warhammer 40,000 battlefields and Eldar armies quite soon. The other forces in this box, the Dragon Masters, you can also use in Warhammer 40,000. And the way that they work is that each one is effectively an individual character in your Eldari
Add
army.
dinosaurs
So
thing
you've
is
got the kind
cool.
of lone
Not only
sniper,
add
you've got your
dinosaurs, add
fast-moving hero, You've
knights.
got a kind of buff support piece.
Knights
So
riding dinosaurs with
effectively, This one
lances.
kill team provides you with 4 different data sheets for Warhammer 40,000 Eldari armies. So it's a really flexible little
It's
no
like
kidding.
clump
it's like
of stuff that you can add
tickling
into
my
your,
like
Eldari force.
Yeah, so Kill Team Exodite
My
contains 3
love for
Exodites
knights
and
so
the 2
bad.
Dracolites. Obviously, these models will be available separately down the line. So if you wanted to put loads into your army, that's completely legit. There
you
are
can get
loads
them
of
after
reasons
the
that
release
an
box
Eldari
once its
force might have
course.
Exodites in it as well.
Yeah,
When
I
you
don't
look at
want
the
the
history
orcs.
of
I
the
probably won't
Eldari,
get the kill
the
team
Craft
box.
World
If
Biel-Tam
I
was
could get
so
them separate.
affronted at the state of the Maiden Worlds that they aggressively defend Maiden Worlds from any interference. Obviously, Alitok is known for the Rangers who travel around the webway and they visit all the Maiden Worlds on a regular
Yeah,
basis.
it's one of the main reasons the Eldari come
You're
into
okay.
conflict
You don't
with
need
other
to
races. Right? They don't
protect me.
seek
It's
it out
okay.
particularly, but one of the things that they have is
No.
this sort of cultural association with these planets. And
It's just
whenever
a
anyone
lawnmower.
invades, it's almost like it's sacrilegious, right?
just a protecting the last
You're
true
okay.
Absolutely,
Asian
yeah.
Eldari,
yeah.
really.
This is almost always why the Eldari will get
She's so
involved in a fight
mad.
somewhere, is that the craft worlds can fly off, but planets can't really. So when the Imperium shows up and decides to build,
Dog is excited for Eldari too. She's just mad at the
Yeah,
lawnmower.
absolutely. It's worth having a little look at the models, I think. So
It is
here
a
we
very
have
sus lawnmower.
stumped
Wow,
beast
thank
snagger,
you,
sort
Zach.
of
Thank
drafted in,
you. Thank you for the
proposed,
5 gift
and then
of
you can
subs.
get a
Thank you
sense
so
of the scale of these things when
much.
you bring
I
the,
appreciate that so much.
the
Thank you.
Exodite up alongside. They're lithe, the beasts look really muscular, but they're still an impressive size model, and I think they're going to be quite popular with people who want to do just beautiful paint jobs, right? They're going to lend themselves really well.
Mother,
Yeah,
this
I mean,
grass
the
cutting
models are
device
beautiful. Like, I
angers
think
me.
I really
Its
like
very
the
presence
leader.
In
offends
particular,
me.
Yeah,
the
It's
the
a mere
leader of the
existence.
Dragon Knight
Infuriates
is just
me.
a really, really excellent miniature. I think just the kind of straight on pose for him. I'd be amazed if we don't see a few of those at Golden Demons and things. He's got that beautiful back
Yes.
banner, obviously, which is
This
lending
would be so
itself
fun to paint.
kind of
The
whatever
possibilities of painting like a bright, colorful dinosaur with a cool ass elf knight on top. Man,
the heavy metal team here has gone for some
beautiful,
really cool, vivid color schemes. You could
beautiful model.
Anything in your paint collection, you could paint these guys. I think they're going to be a joy to paint, and I can't wait to see them on the battlefield.
Absolutely. As I said before, like who had Exodite on their 20.
That's why my Seraphon
I think
arena
at least
painted.
3 people guessed
Well,
when we
I have to do them in stim pack colors.
I'm
I have
delighted.
to.
This is
Bright
they've
green
existed
and
in the
purple
lore
and
for such a
pink.
long time,
I
and
have
it's
to.
really exciting to see them like on the tabletop in this way before. This is the first time we've ever seen Exodites in
That would
plastic,
look so
and kind of the
good.
first time really we've seen
So
them
good.
properly,
I think there was like one little shred of
like
cloth
a little,
on one of the Corsairs.
maybe
Had a bit of
an old
scaling.
little metal one for Epic. Maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
GW trying its best to make us fail the Donkey Goal. Curse you, GW!
What a happy time. We're very excited. And also, the love and passion that spilled out of the Warhammer studio as they told us about them was just infectious. So, hopefully you're
they're
as excited
so
about
cool,
these as we are,
man.
because they're very exciting. What else is there to say? We have come to the end of our
That was a lot of
preview.
stuff, Adam.
It was a lot of
there's
stuff.
no more
And we said it was about 90
40K.
minutes, and we're very, very nearly there. So thank you if you are still with us and enjoying the Warhammer preview.
I was
It's
hoping
been
they'd
lovely
have
to
more
you with us.
40K stuff.
I should round up. There have been a couple of questions floating around. One of them I can field right now. Somebody asked in the chat, what's the cost to the Warhammer Academy? The cost is nothing. It is free.
It's free!
You'll need to log in and sign up, but it is designed to help you just get started with your Warhammer journey. So it doesn't cost anything. Just join in and start learning about Warhammer and sort of honing
I
your
don't
skills
know.
and gaining
Part of me was
confidence
hoping
as you
for
do
like
so.
more updates on
If
the.
you've got more questions, well, we've got good news.
on,
A few weeks
like,
back,
Grey
Eddie and I
Knights.
did a Q&A,
I'm just
and we had a
coping,
nice
I'm
time doing
coping,
it.
I'm
So we're
coping,
going
I'm
to do another
coping.
one in a couple of weeks. So here is an email address appearing mystically on your screen. Quanda, that is Q&A at preview.warhammer.com. That is where you can start sending your questions. Hopefully, Warhammer-related questions, and specifically about things we've talked about in the preview.
I mean, you can send in any question, but we'll only answer the Warhammer-related ones.
I have very few specialist subjects, and most of them.
Do you think they're actually going to do anything with Grey Knights, or are they trying to like write them
send us
out?
Warhammer questions, that Q&A in a couple of weeks' time. We'll let you know closer to when it's going to be. We'll go through those questions. We'll pick the best ones. And
This
we'll
is just
sit
for the
down
summer.
and have a
That's
little
true.
session
It's just
where
for the
we
summer.
talk.
It's already packed. That's true.
Right. I guess all that remains then is thank you everybody for coming.
We
and
did
joining
get
in
a
this preview
Minotaur.
and
We
spending some time with
did.
us.
We
Thank you
did.
to all the people behind the scenes who pressed the buttons and moved the models around and made it all work.
They'll be
are
saving
champions.
them. Got to be a
Thank
bit.
you,
That's
Eddie,
true. They'll
for
probably have
knowing
their
all the answers and
own
making
big
it so.
reveal. That's true.
Brilliant. In that case, until next time, we will see you again very soon. Good night.
Wow, I think that was the best. I think that was the best Games Workshop live I've ever watched. No tech issues. They did amazing. Good job. No technical issues. The audio worked. Like, that was very well done. They seem to have figured it out. Grey Knights are usually one of the last to get their meal. Ah, they were at home this time. It helps. That's true. They had their own studio and everything, so you would think it runs fine. Nobody look at my recommendations for K-pop videos, okay? Nobody look at it. I'm going through a phase, okay? I'm feeling things. K-pop and SoTech. Of course, I love watching SoTech. MPD fan cam. Shut up! Shush! There's also painting ones. Okay, so you know. Hold on, let's go to chatting screen. Well, that was a very interesting summer preview event. Very interesting, very interesting. What are you most excited for? Let me put some music on. No. Dinosaurs? Custodes? It was quite the showcase. Very expensive summer preview. Yes, very expensive summer preview. I wanted the dragon. I want the Chaos Knights. I want the Exodites. The truck. Yeah, the truck is really cool. Orcs are eating good. So are they gonna do a show like this for each codex release? How does it work? I've never been around for like a new edition thing happening. And the Telemon Dreadnought, yeah, the Custody stuff. This is all fairly new. We don't know, and they don't know. They usually do a show every quarter. So I guess they're just doing releases for the codex, the shows like this, featuring codexes that are getting a huge model release. I can hope for a Dark Angel one. You use existing rules until your new codex drops, which then replaces your current codex. Ah. Hi, Aurelia, my love. Hello. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. I hope you had a good stream. Were you watching the summer preview event? We just finished watching it, too. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you had a great stream, Aurelia. I need to run, but want to support your subathon. Oh, thank you, Aurelia. Thank you. Please take care of yourself. Do your after stream care. Thank you so much for the raid. I love you. I love you. I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. Dinos. Yeah, we got dinos. How much did Aurelia scream for the Custodes news? Oh, the new Dreadnought looks so good. Did you love it, Aurelia? It's so beautiful. I was like, oh, Aurelia's... I literally said on my stream, Aurelia's gonna love this. She's gonna love this. blew our ears out, she did. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Stimpack. I'm a lore-loving dragon princess from Glitchstar's Outbreak. I do Warhammer stuff. I do history stuff. I do RPGs and story games. I was fangirling over the Chaos Knights, actually. I think they look so freaking good. And the Exodites. And I don't like elves. I'm sorry. I have a thing against Eldari. But, freaking dinosaur knights. Okay, elf knights riding dinosaurs. That's like hitting some kind of like itch in my brain. It's so good. I was happy for the Minotaur too, but I don't play Blood Bowl. I don't know anything about Blood Bowl. I did like the model, but it's like a standalone thing. I just really want to paint a dinosaur with a knight riding it. I think that's the coolest thing ever. Yes, the Chaos Dragon, so good. Oh my god. I want the Chaos Knights. I want the Chaos Dragon. I want the terrain. Honestly, probably the pre-painted terrain. I would really like some terrain. I just play with cardboard boxes and candles right now. I would really like the terrain. The terrain was nice. I want so much stuff. It's not fair. I want the Blood Bowl Minotaur. I want the Exodites. I want the Custodes Dreadnought, even though I don't play Custodes. The candles are peak. I think there's some charm playing tabletop with like whatever you have around the house as your terrain. I think there's some charm in that, but it would be nice to have some terrain. The terrain looked really nice and it was pushed to fit, which I think is great. I still kind of like the new Chaosaurs as long as they have the skull helmets.
100.
I really like the Chaos.
In regards to the Dark Angels jersey, it seems you can only get it from resellers by now.
Dang!
Sorry, Stimper for cry.
Heck my life! I don't look at the merch shop, so I always miss out on this stuff unless someone tells me about it. That sucks. I love that Dark Angel jersey. Dang, the propaganda worked on me. The marketing worked on me. Oh well. I do have my Dark Angel chair, so I'm happy about that. Knowers of Ball have been waiting for some dinosaur Eldar. Oh wait, what did Pancreas say? Did he answer me? I said Exodite kill team specifically for you. And he said it finally happened, killing myself since this has Killing myself since this is the peak. So he's really happy. He's really happy about that. The chair skin is great. I'm loving mine. I love my chair skin too. Oh, 7 Pancreas. His final words. This is the peak. I have reached the pinnacle. Nothing will top this. I mean, night elves riding dinosaurs is pretty peak. I'm literally gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I mean, I'm gonna paint the dinosaurs in stim colors. They're gonna be like bright, like fluorescent green and purple and pink. I think that's gonna be so fire. I don't know what color I'm gonna do the knights yet. Maybe white. White and gold. I don't know. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Bye, Mega Turtle. I am not going to read that, AK, but yes. 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 Oh my god. That was such a great show. That was such a great show. White with green trim and pink accents. I might watch a Pancreas video now. Stim, what should I drink? Damn, that reminds me. I can crack a cold one. It's Friday afternoon. I might watch a Pancreas video. In his memory, 07. Not for any reason like that. Just because I was watching Elder Scrolls lore, and apparently I didn't know he made Elder Scrolls content. Mac, you should have a nice cold beer on a Friday after work. I think I'm gonna watch a Pancreas Elder Scrolls video, and then I might end early so I can get some recordings done, because tomorrow is gonna be a long stream since we're doing punishment wheel spins. We're doing Unk karaoke, and then we have the huge cross company collab with SVP. So like I think there's like 13 13 14 girls all playing Among Us together, which, you know, you saw me playing the Goose game, how bad I was at it. I hope I'm not the killer. As soon as someone questions me on it, I'm like, what? I was, just standing here minding my own business. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never hurt anybody in my life. I don't know. Yeah, Sotek! Hi, Sotek! I did see the Chaos Dragon. It's so good. It's so good. Are you gonna build the Sorcerer one or the other one? Also, you should paint it green for reasons. When did Stim get this Mountain Dew fueled chibi model? I got it on my partner anniversary, which we're celebrating with the subathon. So like a week ago. Stim was drilling. It was so pretty. Only the superior option of without a mount. I'm gonna run it as a special character, Garlock, the Great Drake. Oh! Oh, I didn't think of that. Without a rider. Yeah, I know what you meant. I must have that Chaos Dragon. Do you think the Chaos Dragon will sell out? I still don't understand how GW drops work. Because I'm like, oh, I have time to get that sold out. And then other models, people are like, oh, they'll just re-release them later. And it's been like 6 months and there's no re-release. So I'm like, the dragons sell fast. Aw, shit. Ah, shit. I'm never fast enough to get this stuff. I'm still kicking my butt about the freaking Armageddon box that I didn't get. I still regret that so much. It'll settle into restocks eventually, though. Drop a line with John Zephyr. I'm sure he'll put one aside for you. That's true. I should do that more. I don't utilize Zephyr Arcade as much as I could. As much as I should, in fact. I have a line. I have my own in, and I don't message him to ask to save things for me. The Chaos Dragon is expensive enough, it might not insta sell out. Worth. They usually restock 6 to 8 months after. Okay. You don't have some stock stuff? There are a few available here. For what one, Akora? For the Armageddon stuff? I'm really regretting that. I was like, I'll just wait for Steel Legion in like a few years. I freaking regret it. I freaking regret it. I can't find it anywhere. Not that I've like driven around looking for it, but I haven't found it. Zephyr doesn't have any. I'm talking about the one with like the trucks in it. The truck, does that narrow it down? I'm talking about the trucks in my Astra Militarum army. Driving around the fields of Saskatchewan looking for Warhammer boxes. The 10th edition box? There's so many, I don't know. I just wanted the one with the trucks and I can't find it. They went fast, yeah. Let me look it up. Armageddon 10th edition box. Is that the one? Astra Militarum. The Rogel Dorn 2 Hippogriff IFVs, the Centaur RSV. Is that the one with the... Hold on, is this it? Yeah, I think it's this one I wanted. The battalion box, yes. Yes, that's the one. I just found a picture of it. That's the one I wanted. I'm so freaking mad I didn't jump on it. I know they'll be released later, right? Like they'll be released separately later. I think this is the first time I had such bad FOMO and regret. Usually I don't really care too much. I'm like, oh, it's whatever. I'll get it later, or I don't really need it. But this was one where I instantly regret it. I don't even have an Astra Militarum army. I don't even have it. I just really, I think about that box sometimes. And I'm like, I wish I got it. It's like the experience of unboxing it, of opening it. I wish I had it. I would even save the box. I have been weird in saving all my boxes. I don't know if that's normal, but I think the art is really pretty and I save them in case I want to look at it later or repaint the scheme. I don't know. It was a value box. It's going to be more expensive later. I also save the boxes. Okay. I also save like the boxes of my cheeky soaps because they're so pretty. Thank you for all the follows. I saved them until the model is painted. That's, yeah, I guess you could throw them away after all your models are painted, but I just like the boxes. I've stopped saving the boxes because they take up too much space. That's true. I'm not a hoarder. I actually like regularly declutter because I just get so tired of clutter laying around that I'll just go through and like throw things away or donate them. But like things that I'm specifically interested in, I will keep and save, yeah. Okay, you do not want to see my floor. You do not want to see my floor. There's a bunch of clothes on my floor. That's just because I'm messy, not because I'm a hoarder. I'm messy. And it's cute, okay? It's cute. My messiness is cute. Don't tell me to clean my room. It's cute. Because I'm a cute girl, I can be messy like that. It's fine. It's treats for a stim pump. She does try to eat my underwear. I have to put my I have to put my underwear away or she will eat it. She's a freak like that, okay? She's a freak. It's a weird dog thing, okay? I don't know why they heckin' love undies. She's a panty sniffer, that one. Freaking weirdo. Okay. Oh, my story about Stim Pup. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna get mad all over again. That is a bad story. Good evening. The other day I saw your reaction to Oversimplified's video on the Punic Wars. I wanted to see what the discussion is like here on the live stream. Oh, welcome, Newell. We are talking Warhammer stuff right now because we just watched the summer preview. Which mini did she eat? She ate. She didn't fully eat. She ate. Oh, wait, it's right here. Man, I'm actually mad about it. I'm really mad about it. I'll take a picture after to show you the damage. She ate the, my first mini I ever painted at a Warhammer store. Like the generic Space Marine that they help you paint, like the tutorial. It's a blueberry. She ate half of the base, and she ate half of the gun, and she ate the, like, battery pack. Yeah, John Ultra. They ate him. John Warhammer. And I don't even know how she got it. I think, like, because I have a shelf next to my desk with all my, like, favorite things, like knickknacks, like, has some of my models, my Gengar stuff, some Warhammer stuff, some plushies. And I had this on my shelf. I'm guessing I knocked it down at some points and I didn't know. Because the only way she could have gotten it is if it was on the floor. Oh man, I'm so sad. Did he survive? I mean, she didn't actually eat any of him except for his, like, battery pack thing. But the base is, like, eaten and the gun is eaten. I was worried it was your first Necron. This one has special meaning to me because it was the first time I painted ever a miniature. And I wanted to save it as, like, a, wow, look how far you've come kind of thing, you know? Like, the Necrons are special to me too, but this was like an experience of painting in a store. And I remember the old, like, grizzled Warhammer player who was teaching me. And I remember asking him what his favorite army was. And he said all of them. And I was like, you have to have a favorite. And he's like, I've painted every single army. I've had all of them at one point. And I was like, is this Caston? But you know, it was just cool, man. It was such a good experience. And he was like showing me how to do like highlighting and like trim and stuff, or not highlighting, that was too advanced. He was showing me how to do the trim and stuff. How to wash my brush, how to thin my paints. It was my first time in a Warhammer store. I'm just sad that she ate it. She eats everything. I've never had a dog who eats as much as Stim Puppy. It's crazy. And she just gnaws on things. She'll like eat through the wall, I'm sure. She's ate the trim off of my wall. She's ungovernable. You got a dachshund, you brought this on yourself? I didn't know they were such like gnawers. I know she's still a puppy, so like I'm hoping she grows out of it with age and like training, but I've never had a dog that like her my story of her eating through 2 cardboard boxes to get a box of chocolates, eating the cardboard box, eating the second cardboard box, eating the chocolate box, eating the plastic just to get like a corner of a box of chocolates is insane. I've never had that. Let's add a husky next time for fun. She's so bloodthirsty and determined. You picked one of the worst dogs for not being crazy, speaking as someone who had them. Other than the chewing thing, she's pretty
Fluffy
a pretty good
bastard
dog.
cheered X100. They say dogs take after their owners. Yours eats plastic and sniffs panties. What do you think that says about you, Stim?
Okay, all dogs do that for the most part as puppies, not just mine. She probably will grow out of it. Wallace was a menace when he was young. Now he mostly sleeps. Damn, Fluffy. I may have a dog that eats plastic and sniffs panties, but it doesn't mean I do. Old dog owners are freaks. Got it? We... Maybe a little bit. I have a Caucasian Shepherd that ate one limited... Oh my god, no way! Limited edition Air Jordan once? Holy shit, I would be mad. I've never had a dog like this, and I've had dogs my whole life. I always like saw those stories of people being like, my dog is crazy. It like chewed through my wall. It ate drywall. And I was like, man, must be a bad dog owner. Can't imagine my dog doing that. My dogs are angels. And then I got Stim Puppy, and I was like, fuck. Some dogs are just demons incarnate. And I've been training her. And she's gotten maybe a bit, I don't know if she's gotten better, but it's a bit rough. My brother-in-law's beagle chewed drywall. You know, I think it's a thing with hound dogs, I've noticed. Hounds. Because beagles are also freaking insane and annoying from my friends who have beagles. Kids work the same way. Some are just weird as hell and everybody judges you for it forever. Really?
It's Fat Tail Friday, you fucking losers. Let's fucking go. Happy Friday, Stimberly and the Stim Peasants. It's time to enjoy being mentally unstable together. Yahoo!
Yahoo! Y'all, I think I'm actually going to end stream early here and rest my voice for the recordings I have to do tonight and the karaoke we're going to do tomorrow. I think it'll be a really long stream tomorrow. I will update you when we're going to start. Because I'm going to start earlier than my schedule because I was waiting to get like collab details. So, here's a kiss, Fluffy. Mwah. Yes, please rest. I have to record a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of recordings to do. So I'm probably going to rest my voice for a bit this afternoon and then record a bunch of stuff. And then get ready for the punishment wheel stuff and the karaoke tomorrow and the big collab. So it'll be a long stream tomorrow. Yeah. This has actually been a lot of streaming for me. I know it's a subathon, so it is a lot of streaming, but my first time doing it is like, I'm trying not to get sick. I'm trying not to overdo it. I can see why people who do subathons get like they go on vacation after for like 2 or 3 weeks because it is a straining on your voice and your mental because there's a lot of stuff you got to do in the background. And I'm not even streaming all day. Like I can't. That would actually kill me. That would actually kill me if I streamed all day. I mean, I guess you let the timer run down while you're sleeping, so it balances out, but... Anyways, I will see you tomorrow. I'll update you when we're going to start with the punishment wheel stuff. I'll post it in Discord and Twitter probably, so no one misses it. It'll be earlier, so EU bros can come, but it won't be in the morning. Oh yeah, I'll stop the timer. Stop timer. Let's see if this works. Why does the timer keep going up? Because people keep gifting subs! They want the tail docky, I think. I think a lot of people want the collab with Miwa and Arisa too, because we can make cute kawaii Warhammer minis. Okay, stop timer. Thank you, Penumbra Skeletor, for the 4 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate your sub. Did this work? Yeah! Success! Alright, I will send you off somewhere with a raid, and I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what time, but basically clear your schedule. No, Mac, save it for later, Mac. I'll be live all day tomorrow. Well, not all day. I'll be live tomorrow, Mac. Bye-bye. Clear your schedule. It's a Stim Saturday. Maybe. It will be, but I don't know. Anyway, bye!